to him and began to see that his travails had more to do with what he was doing for them than anything that he had done wrong. So he became a rallying point. He was trusted, and people knew that what he said was what he was going to do, and they were willing to follow him blindfolded. Unfortunately, he left us so suddenly. So suddenly. He left, very, very suddenly, if you remember.
Yes,
I saw him on Friday, the 8th of May. I was with him until about 6 o'clock. I left him at about 6 o'clock in the evening to go back to Lagos, only to be told the following morning that he had passed away. So it was very, very sudden.
Yeah, we will get to that, ma'am.
For a sudden, sorry?
Yeah, we will get to that because I know quite a number of things here. Because that point that you want to touch now, definitely, we are definitely going to get there. But another thing is, ma'am, we know that every quarter, everywhere that we see now in Nigeria, quite a number of people talking about corruption. How did Baba dealt with corruption when he was...
By example.
Yeah.
That it was very simple. He led by example, and people knew. His colleagues knew. His colleagues knew that he would not tolerate anything like that. So everybody fell in line. And there was the famous story of when they went to London. Yeah, I know that story. They went for one of these conferences in London, and Chief Akintola was still with them at that time. And Mr. Rewani and all of them, they decided to go to a restaurant in London where they serve fresh fish. And I mean fresh. I mean, they would pick the fish from a tank that was still swimming.
Point and kill.
And they would prepare it for them. So they were not aware.
That is my favorite story. People must hear this story. That is my favorite story. You and I will never get tired of telling this story over and over again.
They were not aware how costly it was going to be. So when they brought the bill, they couldn't raise the money amongst them. So what to do? So they told one another, we have no choice. We have to go to the premier and ask him to advance us some money. So they now pushed it to one another. Who is going to tell the premier? They said, okay, you are close to him. That's Mr. Rewani. You go and tell him that we don't have money to pay at this restaurant. And he went. He went and saw Papa. Papa said, a lot of you come to London, you want to eat fresh fish in London. And you didn't realize that it was going to cost you so much money. And of course, he told him off roundly and said, well, if you don't have money, go and wash dishes in the restaurant. And of course, after a lot of persuasion, Papa advanced them the money. But they paid back.
Wow.
When they got back to Nigeria. They paid back.
Well, now, on that note, I know that we're going to get back to Mogaji.
Can I quickly just ask Sister Tokunbo a very, very quick question based on this testimony, one of the greatest testimony that I've ever heard from. I mean, it is, like I said, it is only you that can tell the story. I mean, and I'm really fascinated. And the question I want to ask now, sister, is this. Can we see or get someone that is close to Papa? Because you said you've got Papa's shoes that you've kept, and you still haven't find someone, a politician, within the Yoruba land that the shoe will fit. Sister, do you really want to talk us through Papa's shoe, or?
Well, I will suggest we get to that later.
Okay,
Yes.
over to you.
Not. But unless if Auntie is but yeah.
I can't even keep Papa's shoes. Those hypothetical shoes, they're not for me to keep. And I don't see why we can't get anyone. It's a question of will. That's really what it is. It's a question of will. If people are willing to sacrifice for their people, why not?
Okay.
Anybody can wear Papa's shoes.
Baba Mogaji, point and kill fish. And I know you're so much interested in that, Baba. I know very soon you'll be coming to London, and I will take you to that point and kill fish. Baba, how do you think you're going to manage that, sir? Over to you, sir.
There are many things that one will learn along the way of the sage and the scribe that Papa was.
We can't see your face,
ever
sir.
since
We can't see your face, so
we can't see your face, Mogaji.
I don't know what is happening with the video. I've tried to
I think it's the
switch it
camera.
off and come back.
Okay.
I don't know why it is blurred.
Oh,
I
okay.
really don't know why.
we can see the floor, and we can see all the beautiful marble tiles.
I think you just have to turn the camera or the phone around.
We can see the beautiful marble tiles.
I'm not using. I'm using an iPad.
Yeah, turn
And
it
I
around.
think
Yeah, turn it around.
It might be that the camera is turned the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, maybe you want to.
And I've been trying to see if I can get it to turn my way. But if I could just let me see if I can get it to turn my way.
Yeah, because the viewers will like to see your face.
You've got a lot of fans, especially here in the UK.
I definitely don't like them to see the rough things that are in my room. I'd rather they see my face. It's just that the camera, I can't seem to understand why the camera is not showing my face.
That's all right.
No, that's all right. Okay,
Let's carry on,
you
sir.
carry on, Baba Mogaji.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, along the way, growing up and getting to know so much about Papa, I actually saw Papa twice in my life. And then I was at Ikene when Papa died with my late brother, because my late brother was always about Papa. He actually went and bought those hats, the trademark hats of Papa. Papa, I had asked from my darling sister about his lifestyle, a few things that I want to pick. Papa was a good dresser. Papa was sartorial. Papa knew how to dress well. I tried to do that. Papa ate sparingly. I tried to do that. Papa would love to read. I love to read so much. I can't just get tired of reading. And in terms of the fish aspect, anytime I'm planning to go to Ikene, I will call sister and say, "Sister, I am coming." She knows what that means. Sister, you want to tell them what it means when I come to Ikene?
Jabu rice. I am actually rice.
Yes.
I am asking, to the extent that wherever I may be within the space, say Ibadan or whatever, sister will send ayamase to me. And that ayamase has a history. The woman who is making it, or who's making it at the present, was the daughter of the woman who used to make it for Papa.
Correct.
So you can see how far I have gone without being able to incur so much about fish. But know fully well that when I come to the UK, you are going to have to buy that fresh fish. The two of you, you guys, you have to buy that fresh fish.
No, we can't wait for you to come.
Baba Mogaji, don't forget we've got Ayamashi in the UK. That we've got in the UK is directly related to Sister Tokunbo too.
But it can't be like the one coming from Sister Tokunbo.
The woman that founded Ayamashi,
yeah,
in Ikene is the direct son
Mother.
of dad.
Wow.
Yes, Asorok restaurant.
So we're not far away from home then. Okay, sir. Over to you, Mogaji. Yeah.
Yes, what's the question?
So the question is, Auntie clearly said that even that point and kill fish that the people, our people could not pay for, yeah, they finally, Baba make sure that they make sure that they paid for it when they can go back home. That kind of mindset, where is it now today? Over to you, sir.
Yes, quickly, I would say this. Part of the reason why some of us are trying to be as close as we could to Papa in terms of what Papa stood for and what Papa still stands for is this idea of service to others. And that is why I am in the Afenifere. If I'm to begin to talk about sacrifice, about being able to follow the footprints, the ethos, and the Omoluabi factor that Papa personified, then of course you may not be able to find it anywhere else at this moment in our history other than in the Afenifere. And I must tell you that there are many leaders that I have seen. Papa Jasin, I wasn't close to, but Papa Adejumo was a very good example of a disciple of Papa. And of course, we know the story of St. Peter, who made that confession at Mount Hermon when Jesus asked, and he said, who do people say I am? But then to you people who have been with me for 3 years, who do you think I am? And Peter said, you are Christ. And Jesus answered and said, upon this rock, upon you are Peter, upon this rock of your confession, I'm going to have to build my church. And that is the reason why, if you see the figure of St. Peter, there is a key given to him. That key is to unlock even the shackles of all that have been in bondage. Now, I will say that Papa actually had true disciples. And there were, all, of course, Judases too. But when you talk about Papa Adejumo, Papa Jasin, Papa Fashion, many people don't even know that during the Abacha days, Papa Fashion was tied to the fan, to the ceiling. And Abacha boys were shooting close to his feet just to torture him. And he withstood the torture. Many people don't know that Papa Adebanjo said to Abacha, I only owe you 1 bullet.
1 bullet, exactly.
Shoot.
So, Baba.
Many people don't know that Papa Adejumo's car was shot out 31 times.
Yes, we will get
Many
to
people
that.
don't know that, many people don't know that Papa Rewane lost his life. And these are people who were lieutenants, disciples of Papa Awolowo. So when I look at them, I didn't quite have the opportunity of sitting at the feet of Papa Awolowo. But these leaders that I have gone through, and this particular leader, Papa Adebanjo, I would love to say that in everything they tried to do, I would see Papa Awolowo through them. In fact, Papa Adebanjo, myself, and some leaders, we went to birthday anniversary of the leader emeritus. That is Papa Fashion.
Baba Mogaji, Baba, because I know we are going to come back to you. This is Auntie's time. And then, because we've got a lot that we want to go through with Auntie, and we know we only have very limited of time with Auntie, but definitely we'll come back, because that story that you want to start to talk about, we really want to hear it, and that time is going to come. If you don't mind, let me ask Auntie, please. Auntie Sorongpa, quite a number of things Baba achieve, but we're getting to the point now. Taba so I won't come me no. That means it's not complete. Is there anything, because I really want to hear that from you, ma'am, that we will say Baba Awolowo is not satisfied upon all of his achievement? That must be one. That must be something.
Yeah.
Over to you, ma'am.
He used to say, towards the end of his life, that he prayed. There were 3 requests that he made of God. I don't want to. The other 2 were quite personal to him, but the 3rd one was the question of Nigeria. The Nigeria should make it, to put it, in general terms. He said, but God answered the 2 of his prayers, but didn't answer the prayer concerning Nigeria. But that, perhaps it was not his prayer alone, it was the prayer, or it should have been the prayer of all Nigerians. So if there's anything that maybe he was not happy, or he was dissatisfied with by the time he died, was probably that Nigeria wasn't where he had envisioned her to be. That would be my answer.
That will lead me. That will also lead me to the next question. That yes, we know that quite a number of people doesn't like what Baba were doing then. Maybe they were short-sighted, and quite a number of people will now say yes. But at the same time, it is now that we now getting to know the value that we've lost in Awolowo. What is the relationship of Awolowo with quite a number of the opposition party, Nile Yoruba? Because up until today, it seems Ocean revolve and the relationship with our Kabiesis. Over to you, ma'am.
Actually, there's no problem between Papa's family and opposition figures.
Exactly, ma'am.
We don't have any opposition figures anymore as a family. I have made my peace with everybody that I know that needs to be made peace with. I mean, the Alaafin, for example, refers to me as his daughter. I'm sure there's a clip on YouTube going around of his speech at the launch of the Yoruba translation of Awo, the autobiography. And he refers to me as his daughter, and I look on him as a father. He has been to the Tribune 70th anniversary and all of that. So we're together. I don't know, the Awujale, I actually took it upon myself to go and make peace and just sort things out. I asked the Caribou to lead the delegation on the day that I went there. And it was a beautiful, beautiful visit. And since then, I call him sometimes. He calls me. He sees me as his daughter. And so all of that, as far as I'm concerned, all that is over.
Now,
all that is.
I am very glad. I am very glad that we made mention of this because, and we want this message to go all over Yoruba land, especially coming from you, that the relationship of you and Gbogbo Àwọn Ba Nile Yoruba, so wonderful.
Beautiful.
I thank you for that.
There's
really thank you for that.
As far as I'm concerned, Papa's problems when he was here physically were not as much. Not so much because of him as a person, but because of his politics. But now that he's no longer here, he doesn't contest election with anybody, but his ideas, the body of his ideas, is still with us. And it's so relevant and so important. And every day he is vindicated, and such that his legacy includes a lasting template for anyone who wants to have a critical engagement with the Nigerian state. They have to refer to the body of ideas that Chief Awolowo left.
Exactly.
So he's no longer a partisan politician.
Okay, sir.
He's an idea.
Yeah, I will want, if just only 2 minutes, just a clip of
sister, maybe sister, I want to bring in, I said it earlier on that this stream is the mother of all streams that can be showcased across Yoruba land. I've got this clip, sister, that I want you to watch very carefully, and that video was actually prepared from Tribune, and I'm sure you will still remember this clip. And I got extremely fascinated when this clip first got into my domain. I'm going to play this clip for the whole world to see. Perhaps many people, they've never seen this clip of Dr. Omololu Olunloyo talking from the other side of the political divide, from the MPN divide, but still kept his personal relationship with your dad. Now, sister, I'm going to play that clip, and I think we will take this a step further from there. Watch this. I think I've put the right, no, that's not the clip. Hang on, landscape. Yeah, it should be this one. Actually, no. Let me see, can it be this one? No. Okay, hold on, let me try and bring it in back again. Sorry guys, I think
it's gonna take time.
No, it's not going to take time. I think I left it rolling the other time.
My name is Victor Winka, report for Tribune Online TV. Where I am right now is the premises of one of Nigerian former governor of Oyo State, a mathematician, a scholar, and also a politician par excellence, Dr. Victor Omololu Olunloyo. We are here for his special interview features where he's going to be taking us round about his philosophies, Nigerian histories, and founding fathers.
It was a personal relationship. No, I had access to his house. He was my father's friend, and I kept that friendship till the end. I went to him in Okeado here, Pibola. I went to him in Ekene. I went to him in that's without any as a student his religion hotel without any appointment or anything. I went to his house, and I know where the drinks are. Which one of these drinks do you like to? He said, don't be naughty. I know you drink stout. Go for your Guinness. I go for my Guinness stout, and I take my friends there. He was a very nice, optimistic man. He had gone through a lot of trouble. He had gone through a lot of trouble. Awolowo will make as Sonny Jane Akala Prime Minister of England, one of the most popular Prime Ministers. Just lovely face, lovely smile, nice person. He said, Awolowo will make a good Prime Minister of England. Good Prime Minister of an organized country. Not the Prime Minister of a disorganized country. If you find this country, central banks, who just are wiping at 2 a.m. and one who will be reporting to the balances to the president every day, like the commercial banks. They don't have discipline, and they don't want discipline in anything in Nigeria, and they have to discipline. One must continue to read, one must read and find whether one can gain any knowledge. It's doubtful whether one can gain any knowledge that is applicable to human beings. Human beings are so variegated. I like to read like him. I like to argue. He likes argument. He died like a man with a mind of 22 years. Your mind must be alive.
Thank you very much.
Can I just say that
yes,
Dr. Oluloyo, since Papa died, he's been to this house. I can't count down the number of times he's been. Every time we have an event, he's there. At that book launch that I was referring to, the launch of the Yoruba version of Awo, he was there, in full force, and we're kind of friendly, very, very, very friendly. He speaks to me on the phone. So
that is one of the reasons why we are showcasing the quality that Papa Awolowo has. He makes sure that irrespective of any political party you belong to, one thing is Yoruba.
You are a Yoruba.
Yoruba first. And that is exactly what we celebrated here today. Now we talk about the political lifestyle of Papa. Another one I want to throw at you, Auntie. Now, Papa has never shown to anybody, and I want you to tell us, he's never shown to anyone to say, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, or I'm a Onisheshe. It's just Awolowo. How does he do it? Over to you now.
Papa had no religious coloration to anything. For a start, all his 3 sisters, because he was the only male among his mother's children. He was the first, he was male. The other 3 were women. They were all married to Muslims. All their children were Muslim.
Wow.
So some of them have since converted to Christianity, but without any input from any of us whatsoever. So in our family, it's part of the course. It's just part of life. So he had absolutely no. If you remember, he was the one that started sponsoring people for Hajj.
Yes.
I really.
So he just didn't, and during celebrations they have something they call Ereke Day.
Yeah.
Here, I'm sure they have also some those days in Yoruba towns all over. Here is Ereke Day, and on that day in the morning they have a procession, and the masquerades sometimes follow them. And there was one particular masquerade that Papa was very funny because they were very, very funny, very comical.
Oh, wow.
And so he used to sit down in front of the house, and when the entire procession had gone, he would exchange conversations with them. I mean, he would converse with them. They would dance for him. They would, and then go on their way. He just, but he was a very deep believer. But it never colored his relationship with anyone.
The reason why we came up with this question is that Yoruba people, when we were growing up, you know, we're still coming back, you know, I should tell you. But at the time that we're even coming up, not to talk of you, there is no how do I put it?
Demarcation between the rich child and the poor child.
And Christian or Muslim or Onisheshi, especially within we Yoruba. But right now, you will be hearing, a Muslim ticket, Christian ticket, Onisheshi ati Efegbo, and the rest, you know. So these are the problem that we have in Yoruba, and we're so happy that you are shedding light to it. But I want you also, for the our Muslim community, we want everyone to know that who established that pilgrimage?
The Pilgrims Board.
Yes, to Mecca.
It was Chief Awolowo's administration in the Western region.
So, ladies and gentlemen, can you all hear it? Yoruba. To understand that Awolowo, he is the one that, you know, established pilgrimage.
Yeah, and then even within the Western region, Sister Ejoma, correct me, Sister Tokunbo.
Yeah.
I gathered through my own personal investigations and research works into your father, our father, that the reasons he established the Pilgrims Board is to get those that were unable to fund their pilgrims or pilgrimage to Mecca, that the Western region is there to help them perform these Islamic rituals. Is that true?
That's about it. Yes, that's about it. Yes.
So that means my research was right in that line. Okay.
At that time, there wasn't such a thing as Christian pilgrimage. Even it was mostly the Muslims that went on pilgrimage.
So there was
Christians didn't go on pilgrimage.
So, sister,
at that time,
sister, do you remember that your father, our father, even boasted to Sadaruna of Sokoto because of the tension and the friction between them when Sadaruna said he was coming to bury the Quran into the Atlantic, and Papa said no, he will establish a diplomatic relationship with Israel. How far is that true?
No, I don't think that conversation took place.
Oh,
as a matter of fact, between the two of them, as individuals, the Sardauna had very high regard for Papa. He had great respect for him, and Papa used to call him Prince. But they had differences in their politics. There's no doubt about that. But they kind of acknowledged what each other was doing for their people, and respected that. But I don't think that kind of conversation.
Okay, it's just a
place. But I do know. I will tell you that the Western region had very good relations with with an Israeli company called Solel Bone. They were very, very involved in infrastructure of all types, water resources, infrastructure of different types. They actually, together they formed a company called Niger Sol, and It was that company that built the Lagos City Hall.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes. And that was the time when Alhaji Ganiu Daudu was chairman of Lagos City Council. He was chairman at the age, he wasn't 30 when he became chairman.
The chairman of the Lagos City Council?
Yes, they won those elections while Papa was in prison in Broad Street.
Wow.
That was the first time the Action Group would win those elections in Lagos. And it shows you the kind of groundswell of support that had occurred since the crisis started, when people now really turned back and said, this is total nonsense, that these people have worked for us, and they voted en masse for the Action Group. So that was when, and as a young man of 28, that was when he built that Lagos City Hall. Alhaji Ganiu Daudu. Those were Papa's disciples.
Okay, Chairman, Engineer Tajuddin Rahim, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. I know that the two men, they have a very gentleman agreement and they respect each other very well.
That is Sadaruna and
Awolowo.
Papa Awolowo.
Oh,
Yes.
exactly. Now, here's the question. The modern day politicians, or shall we say even the new ones,
New age
of I didn't want to go too much of that.
Yeah.
There are quite a number of mistakes being done along the line, because I know you have always been preaching this peace. You are in
love.
And I remember last year when we when I convened Yoruba World Congress here in the UK, alongside with Frambelo. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my deputy, Engineer Oluwalana, also is enjoying the show. He has so much respect for you. And then you came, you spoke to us, you were part of us, because you said anything that we have to do has to go, abide with rules and the regulation laws. We shouldn't break in. And I get that, and we love that. One particular meeting happened, because many people don't understand that, by Yoruba Summit Group. When we pushed for this meeting, we were pushing Mogaji were pushing you, and pushing quite a number of the elite in Yoruba land to say, and you came. And that was when all the social group were deregistered in Nigeria. I remember that after that meeting. And Mogaji is here, and I really, really thank you for that. Now, where we are now, is there any advice you can give to us to say, based on your vast experience, because nínú anthem tí bàbá wa gbé sílẹ̀.
Ṣé ká play ẹlẹ́nkan sí?
No, sorry. It's that the freedom of Yoruba land. Yes. It is clearly stated there, and I know.
Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé bá ṣe bí ẹrú,
òun la ṣe bí ọmọ.
la ṣe bí ọmọ.
So he stated it.
Okay.
What?
Let me just explain something.
Thank you, ma'am.
That anthem was actually crafted for Nigeria. It was the Unity Party of Nigeria's anthem.
Kai.
Let me tell you, it was, interestingly, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola that started this. He adopted, he got it translated to Yoruba and adopted it as the anthem of Osun State.
Osun State, yes, correct. Yeah.
Whoa.
And he has the, I must find the CD, or I must ask him to send me the CD where Papa's voiceover is on that CD. Papa's reading the words of the anthem.
Yeah.
is on that CD. That would be wonderful.
We can't wait to lay our hands on it.
We can't wait to
have
lay
that
our hands.
clip, man.
If I can get my record, the original record, or the CD, I will send it to you.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You can hear Papa's voice. So that thing was crafted for Nigeria. All of Papa's life, he believed in Nigeria. That is a fact. Certainly, he did not believe in a Nigeria where anyone would be subservient to the other. Most certainly not. He was a believer in a federal Nigeria where everybody was equal, where justice and equity prevailed, where resource control was the order of the day. They kept their money when they earned it from cocoa and all those things, and people
from agriculture,
and everybody did what they liked with their own money. No
regional.
Problem. Yes, that was the Nigeria that he believed in. So, what we have right now is a complete departure from the kind of Nigeria that Papa and people like him envisioned. And there is absolutely no doubt that in order for Nigeria to move forward, we have to retrace our steps back to a federal arrangement. We have to have a different constitution, simply because even though it's the same constitution that has been in use since 1999, now we realize that the operators of that constitution before now operated it in the spirit of the constitution, not the letter. But now we have learned that a president of Nigeria can operate that constitution in a different way without actually running foul of that constitution. So we need a new constitution that states things very, very clearly, states the checks and balances and the boundaries for everybody, that would guarantee a federal arrangement, that would guarantee freedom for the nationalities that make up Nigeria. That I can't compromise. I have a lot of friends across Nigeria, but they know my views on that. That is my view. It doesn't change. I don't believe in a Nigeria where anybody would enslave another. That I don't believe in. However, to break Nigeria up is a completely different proposition. And Papa never believed in that at all until he took his last breath. Some of his lieutenants, some of his colleagues, they used to come to have dinner with him. Heated arguments, and Papa used to tell them they should not anything that is different from a federal republic, federal Nigeria. He didn't want to hear about it. So, because he knew that going that route would be dangerous. And he never ever wanted to lose a single one, because he considered everybody, his children. That's why when in 1979, when he was asked, how would you like to be addressed if you win this election? And he said, I want them to call me Papa. He saw everybody as his children, and he always said that his greatest wish was that he would live in the hearts of everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yes,
ma'am.
That he would continue to live in their hearts, and God granted him that.
Yes.
Even more than he ever could.
Yes, I am happy that, because I didn't even want to,
he didn't want to lose any of his children unnecessarily.
Yes. Now, because we are talking on line of that restructuring, or regional system of government,
or full self-determination.
or full self-determination. And I really, actually, because I know your stand, and I know it clearly, and I don't want to, put you on
in the spotlight.
But the truth is, we have seen all the manner of crime perpetrated
on
Yorubas. It is very hard and disheartening not to even talk about it, because quite a number of our viewers will say, why don't you ask our mama? People being raped, land being grabbed.
It's a fair question.
So the question to you, Ma, is that when Baba Awolowo was thinking about this confederation, regional, it's not even restructuring, but regional, because we've got our own, we have our own security, we have our own police and stuff like that. And based on that, that is why Papa says, yes, let us have this.
Yes.
But now it is no longer the case. And the Nigeria that we're saying now is not the Nigeria that Papa left us in now.
Yeah.
So what will you say to that, ma'am?
Yes, the truth is that we're in a situation that is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's oppressive almost. How did we get there? That's the first question you answer.
Yeah.
How did we get there? Were we dragged in, or did we walk into it willfully? That's the first question you have to answer yourselves honestly. Did we walk into this willfully? If we did, how do we get out? The truth is that, as uncomfortable as it is, any thought or any talk of a forced disengagement is fraught with so much danger. So I am a realist, and also I don't believe in just walking into danger just in order to prove that I'm macho. No. The reality is that whether we want to go away or whether we want a restructured Nigeria, we have to negotiate it. It's either we negotiate it or we fight it out. Are we ready for a fight? We have to answer that very, very, very sincerely and honestly. And we must be careful not to be drawn or encouraged or pushed into a fight that will consume everybody. So if we know we are going to negotiate, we start with that. So that's the route that I believe in, that we negotiate it. And the people who took us into this situation must also be part of the negotiation to get us into a more equitable setup. That is the way I look at it. It's to me, it's very, very simple. Very simple. It's nice to wave the flag and to say, yes, we are going home. How?
Okay.
How do we do that?
Yes.
Without creating all sorts of trouble.
Exactly.
That's the thing. And I believe that the room for negotiation is not entirely closed. But I may be wrong. What do I know? But that's the way I see it.
Thank you very much, Ma, for that answer. And that brought me to talk about the good work that quite a number of organizations in Yoruba land has been doing. Yoruba Unity Forum, Afenifere, and the rest. And they also talking, because we all know that it is no longer about one group. It is about that pan-Yoruba. Because when you came in today, we're not even talking about Christian, Muslim. We're not even talking about Ekiti or Ijebu or Egba. All what we are talking about is that same Yoruba. And we're talking about even the Yoruba nationalists and even the politicians as well. So I phrase it pan-Yoruba. We in the diaspora, because we've seen quite a number of a good thing that a country can be, what we can achieve. We're getting tired. We really want to go back home, and we seems as if a lost soul in another man's land. Ilé ò ṣe wá, àjò ò ṣe gbé. And that made quite a number of our diaspora to be more agitating towards the Yoruba self-determination. Ma'am, Buhari said Nigeria is not negotiable. And I'm happy you said we can negotiate. Is it true that Nigeria is negotiable? Over to you, ma'am.
We have to negotiate, because the current situation is not entirely conducive to development. So honestly, we have to negotiate it, and I think that is a consensus across Nigeria, actually. Because I don't know whether you joined us. It's almost a year ago now, when on March 6th, where the Awolowo Foundation hosted a Zoom conference titled "Whether Nigeria."
Yeah.
We had Professor Wole Soyinka was chair. The Sultan of Sokoto was there. The Chief Emeka Anyaoku was there, and Odia, of course, was the speaker.
Former Secretary General of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, and Odia Ofemo was the speaker, and speaker after speaker, everybody agreed. There was nobody on that panel that disagreed that we have to sit down and negotiate this
the future, negotiate the future of Nigeria.
We absolutely have to. It's a consensus throughout Nigeria. I can guarantee you that we need to negotiate. But there's a powerful group that doesn't want it. But we have to keep talking. We have to keep persuading them. I get your position. I get your situation with those talking in diaspora, especially those that are kind of getting to middle age and beyond. I understand your frustration totally on so many levels. You live in a country that works, and you wonder why your country cannot work when you are part of the people that make where you are living work.
Yeah.
Why can't you come and do the same thing here? I mean, I get you.
Correct.
I get that completely.
Correct.
I understand your frustration, but this is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yes.
Even those who from different parts of the country that say we have to negotiate, they have to be very careful so that they make sure they carry their people along. And I believe that is beginning to happen gradually. I saw something in the Punch. Mogaji, I don't know whether you saw it, about the budget office recommending that this country should be restructured, the cost of governance should be reduced.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know whether you saw the story. I don't know whether.
Sister, I saw the story myself here. I saw it.
Mogaji, is he there?
Is there? Like, can you make him?
Yeah.
So
let me.
Did you see the story?
Sister, hold on. King.
Go to Mogaji.
He's muted.
Yeah, we're going to unmute him now.
We're going to unmute him.
Yeah,
What? Okay, hold on.
Go to chat.
Hold on. Okay, hold on, sister.
No,
Chat.
chat.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Okay, you do it.
So,
So what I'm saying is, if that story is true, baby steps, yes, but we're moving in the right direction. Gradually, the truth is beginning to dawn.
Okay, this is it.
In the most unlikely areas. So we just have to exercise patience. These things will not happen overnight. At least I don't think they will.
okay.
But
Yes, to answer you, ma, yes, I saw it. And I spoke with one of the movers of that particular piece coming from the budget office. I don't want to mention his name, but it is not just a recommendation. It is even more than that. They have passed it over to the right office, which is the presidency, that for this country to grow, for this country to be able to sustain the level of even the spending, we just must restructure. And that the burden is not going to be easy for the federal government to carry if we go at this rate without restructuring in the next 3 years. That perhaps things will have gone completely out of control and the center will not hold. So that story is true, and they have backed it up with the relevant data to go ahead with the recommendation even to the highest body in the land that we must restructure.
Okay.
So there you go. So what more can I say?
Exactly.
So we're making baby steps.
Exactly.
In the right direction, and gradually, I'm sure we will get there. I have no doubt.
Politicians, we have different mindsets to see them. So I am asking, ma'am, you and Afenifere and Yoruba Summit Group, you did a wonderful summit, the one we call Ibadan Declaration, and it was wonderful. We are also asking, ma'am, is it something we are going to make sure that whatever we do is within the rules of law? And we know that you are getting tired because quite a number of some of our people, you've given all your life and the input you're getting back is not encouraging. And I am even telling quite a number of our people here that they don't even know how we started the Yoruba War Congress, the self-determination, all the work you've done, your contribution, and Baba Mogaji, how, we, brought the Obas and everyone. When we're in trouble, we call you auntie. What can we do? But we are coming back to you again. You are our mother. And we are saying again, this Ibadan Declaration Within the law, we want to call on it again. And we're calling Yoruba Summit Group with Yoruba Nation Now movement. Because we see Afenifere as the mother and father organization that can actually take us to that promised land. And we're asking you, Ma.
Absolutely. To me, Afenifere is the flagship. Started by Chief Awolowo. It was his idea. The first meeting, he invited 60 people, only 7 turned up. That was the kernel, that was the nucleus that has now grown into this giant oak called Afenifere. So I think the first thing, Yoruba have to speak with one voice. Everybody has to come together. Beyond that, everybody that seeks to be engaged in this process has to be selfless. There cannot be, I think one of the problems we've had is that there have been too many private agendas. Papa and his group that started Afenifere and that ran the Western region until 1959-60. That's the difference, because they had they were almost childlike.
No secret, they never had any secret agenda
at all. I was telling the
Thank you, sister.
The other day. I don't know whether you were there. On the morning they were going to swear in the cabinet in the Western region, somebody came, I can't remember which was that, came and told Papa early in the morning that there's been a major error. That there's yes, that there was.
Is that Babashowale?
That's the story. No, it was not Babashowale. Babashowale was the victim. That there was nobody from Lagos division in that cabinet. What to do? The only person that could be dropped was Babashowale, because he's from Remo division, the same division that Papa came from, that the premier came from. So he was the obvious victim. So Papa had to call him that morning and told him, well, sorry, you cannot be in the cabinet any longer, because, we have to bring somebody from, I can't remember who it was that they brought in. I must get the name. They brought him from Lagos division. And that was it. That was it. No problem, no struggle, no noise. And he accepted it. That was the way they operated in those days. They had no personal agenda. I'll tell you another story that Mogaji has had me tell. Are you listening?
I'm listening, ma'am.
No.
Yeah, we're
I'll
listening.
tell you another story.
No, we're listening, ma'am.
When Chief Ogedengbe was Minister of Works, they gave a contract to a contractor who shall remain nameless. and later on, the contractor went with 50,000 pounds. Can you imagine? 50,000 pounds, the minister. And the minister panicked. He panicked. He went to the Attorney General, who was Chief Williams, and said, this is what the contractor did. And he too panicked. The two of them panicked and said, well, there's nothing else to do but to go and tell the premier. So they went to Papa and said, well, this contractor brought 50,000 pounds. So they conferred and they decided that the contractor was making 50,000 pounds excess profit from the contract. Therefore, the Attorney General should invite him for a redraft of the contract and deduct the 50,000 pounds, 100,000 naira, to deduct the money from the contract. And they redrafted it and they resigned it.
Oh, wow.
Those were the kinds of that were there at that time. So the first thing is to first of all purge of everybody who wants to be, because otherwise it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You need that kind of mindset, at least for the majority or for the people who actually hold the levers of influence in order to make this work.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
And so they all need to come together and give leadership to Afenifere. I say it without any shame. They are the ones that have been there. They have been plodding along. They have been sacrificing. They have been doing so much for the benefits of. And they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. We're lucky that we still have Baba Deba Anjo, who was one of them, and Baba Fashionati was also one of them. They are still there. They can still give guidance. So, to me, we need to come together and move in the same direction. And that way, we will earn the respect that we need. That was how Nadeko won. Nadeko was able to earn the respect of the people who they were agitating against. In the same way, the action group earned respect when the people came together as one force. There was a picture in the video you showed at the beginning of what people. Papa was waving his hand on the balcony in the Kenya. I was standing on one side, my sister was standing there, and Chifa Yoakinsoya was the
sister.
Yes.
That video was exclusive to the Zoom area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to tell a story about Chifa Yoakinsoya.
Yeah. Would you? I'm going to Matoro Gafara or chairman me.
Yeah.
We can sorry stream video here because oje video to jẹ́ pé òru ni mo fi ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn mọ́jú.
Yes.
Let me tell the story. Then you can
after
stream.
the story.
Yes. Carry on, sister.
Chifa Yoakinsoya. This is the kind of people that made it work. Chifa Yoakinsoya was one of the accused during the treason trial.
Yeah.
And he was being interrogated by Mr. John Lim, who was then the Inspector General.
Yes.
That Irish man that was so difficult.
Yeah.
And he was asked to sign a statement implicating Papa.
Mm-hmm.
And the man refused. He said, I can't lie against the man. You're asking me to sign a document. And John Lynn took a pistol. Listen to this very carefully. Took a pistol, put the nozzle against his temple, and said, if you don't sign that document, I'm going to shoot. And he engaged the pistol. He heard the click. I was going to shoot him. You know what Chief Yoakinsoya did? He closed his eyes.
Kai.
Waiting for the shots.
Why?
And that's why I'm happy he was in that picture, when Papa was released. And Mr. Lim just became so angry and drove him out of his office and said, foolish man, you want to die? You didn't even care that I was going to shoot you. He said, well, I don't care because you are asking me to do something that is wrong. Those are the type of people that work with Papa.
In conclusion, my deeply. Now, Mommy, we really appreciate this. And because Abani Pekama Sorolo Dola Meta, le pari ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
2 hours. I teach you 3 hours.
Exactly. But please, ma'am, please promise us, because this is just part one. In fact, the first one, and then just tell us anytime we call on you, we'll always have you on this program and to speak about the legacy of our father, sir, ma'am. Then, we know that there is no way we can, conclude this meeting without getting something nice from you, ma'am. And what we really want to get out of this meeting is that we will still be holding you and be holding Yoruba Summit Group that combines all the Egbe Yoruba, and to tell people like a group like Afenifere, Voice of Reasoning, because I know when you call, they listen, and many more, that we will be coming and we'll be knocking the door, and we want you to open the door. Over to you, ma.
Well, you can count on me, and I think you know that already. You can count on me. The others, I don't know how much influence I have on them, but if you want me to put in a word, I will be happy to do so. Because I think it is so important for you and your colleagues in the diaspora to understand, what the issues are, and how to move forward so that we can all flow in the same direction.
Yeah. Thank you very, very, very much, ma'am. We've exceeded the time.
No, sister.
But before then,
before we go,
yeah,
because I specifically spent sleepless nights.
Yeah,
I've not, since 3 days ago, I've only had 6 hours of sleep because of this stream, the mother of all streams, to which I am extremely happy and I'm pleased to have you, because I'm a very, very proud Awist, if I want to put it that way. And despite the fact that I came from a very, very privileged background, the educational system that your father put in place in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s made me to be who I am today, and to be able to compete effectively amongst the very best and the finest in the world. I'm saying it, and I'm very proud of your dad. Your dad, perhaps, and yourself and your other siblings don't really know the venom Papa Awolowo produced into the world. I'm one of those venoms that this man spit out of Yoruba land. And I want to play this tape once again, because I spent hours of my time. Sister,
Okay.
Emma
Of
Binu,
course.
Emma
Not at all.
Emma Binu, sister, Daddy lo mold me to be this radical.
go ahead.
And I'm going to play this. I want
You're
other
not
people.
radical, you're not
I want people, please, wherever you are, anywhere in the world, and you're watching the stream, I made this up, and please enjoy this. Here we go.
Right. Thank you all for the time you spent with us and with our mommy, our sister, for this wonderful time. And there's no how we can complete this without thanking this man. You've done wonderfully well. He is my main man. You know, when we started Yoruba World Congress, he has been there with me. And when we convene Yoruba Nation now again, he's always there. And I thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. And Adekunle Oluwalana, wherever you are, yes, we so much, you know, appreciate you. And every member of Yoruba World Congress, Yoruba Nation now today, I don't want to start mentioning names, especially our management board. Thank you so much. And they thank you, Ma, because we are all your children. And we want to thank our Baba, Mogaji, for making this program to come. This is just the first part. Yeah? And I want to, you know, tell everyone, next one, we are going to be having quite a number of the Afenifere Chieftain, because I can see everyone is watching all over the world. This program, and on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere, is fire. And we thank you. Mommy, thank you so much. Let me pass it to you. Yes. And close it. And while we closing with our auntie, please, we want you to, you know, you can just be listening, because we want to start the second part with Mogaji.
Yes.
Adejumo.
You can please excuse me.
Yes,
Thank you, Ma.
Sister,
I'll watch the beginning and then I will leave.
Okay,
yes.
Ma. All right,
that's fine.
That's fine.
Sister, I just want to seize this opportunity. My name is Frank Bello. Emini Omo Yafakewa Loke Misho. Emini Omo won ní Àkúrẹ́, ọmọ olóyè mẹ́kùn, ọmọ amúdàsílẹ̀ fi ogun ẹni pani, ọmọ akúkújà kó ràn tán. Èmi náà ni mo dẹ̀ máa tí ń bá ẹnu mi lásán ló máa gba gbogbo everything sílẹ̀. So sister, mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ gidigidi gan ní ọwọ́ yín pé ẹ lè devote time yìí fún nǹkan tí bàbá yín, bàbá wa tí wọ́n ti gbé sílẹ̀. Ẹran orí ìrẹsì làwọn èèyàn gbọ́ because kò yé gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ti wà disorganized, disorientated. Àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ti filter àwọn èèyàn with the wrong information about what and the steps that we need to take. Sister, ẹ má jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ yín o.
Onírẹ̀wẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Onírẹ̀yìn náà.
Kò rẹ̀ bàbá o, kò rẹ̀ pàpá o. A ṣe máa padà wá bá yín o ní àṣẹ Olódùmarè. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa tùbà fún yín o.
Àmín.
Bọ́lọ́run ṣe tùbà fún bàbá wa. So ẹ ṣé gidi gan, sister. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n release yín so that a lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ the second part wa pẹ̀lú Baba Mogaji.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni ma. Thank you.
Ṣé bí fídíò tí Mogaji máa wà ní inú náà?
Oh, definitely.
Everything. Sister, àìṣe fẹ́ ṣe rí ẹ̀yin lẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀ ti bàbá wa. Nísìn àwa fẹ́ gbé Baba Mogaji sójú ọpọ́n sìn. Ẹ ṣeun gidi gan, sister, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o, mo tẹríba fún yín once again o, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi lẹ jẹ́ o, mi ò ní ṣẹ̀yìn. Ẹ ṣeun gan ni, sister. God bless you, ma. Ẹ lè check out, ma. God bless you, ma. Yeah.
Let's start with
with the second part.
Yes, second part.
Yes.
And then we will start with
Baba Mogaji is here.
Yeah, with that video.
Yes. Baba. Àsìkò tí yín dẹ̀ ti dé o. Àti jẹ́ kí sister máa lọ. So ẹ̀yin lẹ ní ojú ọpọ́n, èmi dẹ̀ ni mo wà in charge nsìn.
Okay.
èmi ni mo wà in charge bàbá.
Èmi náà ti sán ṣòkòtò mi lé o.
Ẹ tètè lọ sán ṣòkòtò yín because ó dàbẹ́ pé ìsí gangan la fẹ́ jẹ́ kí rẹ́rẹ́ rún.
Rẹ́rẹ́ rún kẹ̀.
Rẹ́rẹ́ máa rún o bàbá. Torí ẹ ní kẹ́ lọ sán ṣòkòtò yín but màá make it easy bàbá. Ẹ ṣeun gidi gan ni bàbá Mogaji. Ìgbà tèmi àti yín ta kọ́kọ́ pàdé ṣe mọ̀ pé ìjà la fi ajàgbẹ̀yìn ni. Ṣe dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó wá jẹ́ pé ìjà tèmi àti yín jà bàbá ṣe mọ̀ pé ìjà ìfẹ́ ni. Because ìjà ìfẹ́ tèmi àti yín jà yẹn òun ló wá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé a lè jókòó ká wá bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà yẹn tẹ bá rántí bàbá Mogaji mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé ṣé tòótọ́ lẹ ní ìfẹ́ Yorùbá lọ́kàn èmi ò fẹ́ bá èèyàn kankan sọ̀rọ̀ tí ò bá ti nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá mi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ báyàn kankan ṣe tí ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá ẹ̀dẹ̀ sọ fún mi pé Frank ojú ẹ ò tí ì là lóòótọ́ ojú mi ò dẹ̀ tí ì là ń gbà yẹn lóòótọ́ mo tún tọrọ àforíjì for another I've been tọrọing àforíjì lọ́wọ́ bàbá Mogaji because you
it is so easy to forgive one another because you are coming into it and you are coming with the zeal that is expected of an Omoluabi. The only thing that was missing was the right information to be available to you. So it was easy. And I said something to TJ too, your chairman, and I said this to Ade Thomas and the host of others in the diaspora. Money tí mo ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá dáadáa, so I will excuse you. Pé bọ̀ tó bá ti máa tó bí ọdún kan sọ́dún méjì, ayé yín jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Because I knew that tàbá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí, ó máa ń ṣe ni ní kàmì ni. And nobody will be able to pick up, just like Sister said, running from day one. A child will have to start with baby steps. And then the child will learn how to crawl.
Yeah.
And then will learn how to stand up and then to take those faltering steps. And then be able to master the very art of walking before a baby can start to run. And the greatest of all men, even Papa Awolowo, was not born to walk on the very day he was born. He had to go through the same meal. You know me there doing pé ọ̀rọ̀ wáyé lónìí because tá bá ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan ó lè má tètè jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ là ń bá wọn sọ. And that was why I was happy that TJ asked that question. Was there corruption at the time of Papa Awolowo? And if there was corruption, how did Papa deal with it? And then what is called Omoluabi, what is called discipline? Sister ti sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ti Baba Sowole.
Yeah.
Ọmọ Baba Sowole Wole is my best friend. Nílé ayé lọ́run. Ọmọ bàbá tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n sọ fún pé ìwọ láti drop ò ní ṣe minister aláti lọ mú ẹnìkan wá from Lagos division. Ọmọ tán bí Wọlé ló ń jẹ́ Wọlé Sowole. He's my best friend. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ó kàn máa ń mirí ni. Bàbá ẹ̀ ò tiẹ̀ rò ó. I will tell you a contemporary story. Nígbà tí wọ́n fi máa yan ẹ̀gbọ́n wa lẹ́yìn la máa ń pè wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti dolóògbé ní ìsà máa ń pè wọ́n lálàbí yellow but ayé kò tọ́ àwọn náà máa ń kọ columns.
Oh, yeah, Chief Bisi Ọ̀nàbànjọ nìyẹn náà.
Chief Bisi Ọ̀nàbànjọ.
Yes.
Àárọ̀ ọjọ́ tó máa lọ náwó wọn sókè ẹni tó yẹ kó jẹ́ deputy governor òní senator Dr. Femi Okuromu. Dr. Femi Okuromu has the best result to ever produce ní government college Ibadan wọn tí beat there. He went to Harvard, the best university in the world, or one of the best. About to move Stanford, they move Yale.
Yeah.
He did his first degree, second degree, and doctorate at Harvard. Ọgbọ́n orí àwọn ni Jonathan gbé iṣẹ́ yẹn sílẹ̀ pé kán lọ tó ètò wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe 2014 confab. Irú èèyàn tí Senator Okuromu jẹ́ nìyẹn Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ fún lọ́gbọ́n. He was to be the deputy governor. Ṣùgbọ́n àárọ̀ ọjọ́ tán máa náwó wọn sókè báyìí.
Yeah.
Òun ni wọ́n ní ní Abẹ́òkúta tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ mú wọn o. Àwọn Abẹ́òkúta people ti wá, àwọn àgbàgbà ti wá, wọ́n ní ọmọdé yìí ó sì kéré, ó ṣe dé láti Harvard ni, kò tí ì mọ̀ ń pa òṣèlú. Táwa dẹ̀ fẹ́ ká ní ẹ̀yìn Abẹ́òkúta lé àwọn Abẹ́òkúta la máa mú yàn kalẹ̀, Chief Soluade la fẹ́. Bàbá ní a ti mú ẹni ọmọ tá fẹ́ mú yìí, wọ́n ní bàbá ti wá ní kẹ́ gbà. Bàbá ní òkè ẹ lọ pe Chief Soluade ẹ lọ pe Dr. Fẹ́mi Ògúnmu wá. Wọ́n lè ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀, Dr. Fẹ́mi Ògúnmu ó dọ̀bálẹ̀ straight. Ẹni tí wọ́n ti mú, wọ́n ní bàbá, wọ́n láwọn leaders mi náà sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, wọ́n ní nǹkan tán rí. Let Chief Soluade be the deputy governor. Mi ò wá tí ti torí ipò, wá bá bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ nítorí kí n lè lẹ́ni. That is the spirit of the people, and is our number 3, Afenifere. That is the spirit of the people that are present, that is present in Afenifere.
Okay.
Ẹ wá wò, Bàbá Adébánjọ tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. He started with Bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ since 1951.
Yeah.
Year 2021, 70 years later, not the acting leader. Ẹlòmíì bẹ̀rẹ̀ group lónìí, ó ti pẹ̀rẹ̀ ní leader, ó ti pẹ̀rẹ̀ ní
Bàbá Mogaji, ẹ dúró ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Ó dàbẹ̀ pé chairman mi fẹ́ béèrè ìbéèrè kan ní ọwọ́ yín. Ó yá, over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Baba Bilo. Ladies and gentlemen online, both people who are on this Zoom,
the various platforms,
everywhere,
because they're streaming this from all platforms.
Please stream, share as much as you can. Mo fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Baba wa Mogaji, because we did not do justice to that introduction, and so please let me start by doing that. Baba Mogaji Adejumo, a banker, and also work for the United Nations, World Bank, and also he has been on Yoruba matter, Yoruba first, ever since God knows. He has got all the opportunity to become commissioner, to become minister, senator, but he did not grant it. Today, Baba Mogaji Adejumo, a chief in Ibadan, and if you may know, he is the lineage of Olubadan of Ibadan. And Baba Mogaji is the bonker of Are Ile Yoruba. This is the man, the right-hand man, one of the ESCO member of Afenifere. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we want you to welcome our father, our brother, our comrade in this fight. Last year, before we start, mo fẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn kan kó yé wọn. The self-determination journey, nígbà tá a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀, by the special grace of God, we adopted a platform to bring the world to the world.
To bring Yoruba to the world.
Self-determination to the world.
Yes.
We use heritage. And by the special grace of God, heritage worked for us. And we brought quite a number of people. And the Yoruba personalities, makers and shakers, that beginning to listen to what we are talking about. Who brought them? Mogaji Adejumo. Let me say, start from Arewani, Elebunbo, Oba, many Kabiesi. So, Baba, Egbomi, I thank you so much for all your help, all your work. And Mogaji also has been working tirelessly to bring this relationship between the Yoruba, between the southern Niger, meaning the Yoruba, the Ohanese, the Middle Belt, and the South-South. Some of us who doesn't understand, if they call Yoruba today, Yoruba sorrow. Baba Mogaji is one of those people that will be at the forefront, at the right hand of Babawa Adebanjo. Benny. And because I want people to understand this, rather than we just, get into the conversation, people need to know why we brought him, what he has achieved, why we are with him. Okay? Now, last year, we were able to come together in the UK, in all over diaspora. You've worked tirelessly with us. Yoruba World Congress that we convened here in the UK, we were able to transport the idea to every part of the world. America, France, everywhere. And people were joining. Babawa Mogaji Afenifere, he gave all the support. Correct. I want to seize this opportunity also. At the time that we did this, I call upon the Council of Elders, Yoruba Council of Elders in the UK. Babawa Chief Otumba Falashe, they were there. The Afenifere in the UK, under the leadership of Babawa Shiaba Babatunde, and of course the Secretary, Engineer Kayode. And of course, lately we've been getting a lot of support from Mr. Tunde. You will know him as Hamilton, voice. He has been working tirelessly. So, ladies and gentlemen, the work of Yoruba self-determination movement, if not because of these men, now, the question, my brother. I know Baba from Bello, he wants to tear everything, but don't worry, guys. We are, in charge. We want to ask you, Egmont, since last year, there are things we do that you're happy of. You're quite happy. And there are other side that you're not happy with. Because I want everyone to understand that your stand, the fact that you are a chieftain in your Afenifere, is always Yoruba first, and Yoruba nation, nothing less. And I want people to understand this. Where have we got it wrong? Because at the end of the day now, everybody is now asking, why does it get to a point that we cannot even come together? But we have to find a way to now talk to quite a number of our people to say we are still on the journey.
On track.
Don't worry. We will, put everything back in place. No. Let's put that aside. Yoruba matter is more important to us. Peace. We will talk to every good, bad, and ugly, just as what I was telling my dear brother Amotekun. By the way, thank you so much for your contribution. We know you're doing that. Baba Hamilton.
Is that the same Amotekun
here in the UK?
Which Amotekun? The same. Is Amotekun based in the UK?
He's based in the UK.
Really?
Oh, yes. he's always having in his show. You will see him anyway. He's going to talk.
Okay.
So
no, I think I've been in a
Zoom meeting with him. So he's wonderful. Yes, he's
right,
coming.
okay.
He's coming back. So, and quite a number of some of our media presenter, I want you to understand that there is no booth, there is no any issue that we have from the organization and the media. At some point, we all have to come together. I want everyone to understand that. So before Baba comes in, yeah, it is very important that Baba understand and tell us Ibolati torí tí ọmọdé bá ṣubú awowájú tí àgbà bá dẹ̀ ṣubú àṣekínní awòyìn. This is what we ask Auntie, isn't it? So, my dear Egbon, are you there now with us? Baba Mogaji, make him. Sorry, sir. I'm operating sorry on saying.
Hang on,
sir. Go back to
Zoom
and make him.
Let me unmute him.
Oh, okay. Just press that.
Okay.
No.
Hold on.
Go back.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it. Let me do it.
Go on. Do it. Maybe you have to go into there. Yeah, go into there and then gallery. And then go into there and then search for
Okay, so can you unmute, sir?
Yeah.
All right.
We are particularly lucky this evening.
Yep.
Because as you were trying to introduce me or to say something about me, that was when I got a call. I've been expecting Alagba Dele Ashaju.
Oh.
If you remember, there was a night we had a group call, and I put in a Alagba Dele Ashaju. So he's here with me, and when the time comes, I will ask him to say one or two things, because if there's someone who is very central and pivotal to Yoruba struggle, it is my brother Dele Ashaju. His father was the foremost Nigerian journalist from the north, because he's from Kogi State. And to journalism in the 50s. Ashaju.
Yes.
He's the son. He's not a young man, no. Oju below Shibon, a common one. Ologbe Belafia Obadaya.
Yeah. Dr. Malafia.
May soul rest in peace.
Yes. So, into it, Alagba Dele Ashaju ń bá káàkiri for the past 2 weeks. Wọ́n ṣe dé Èkó ní báyìí. So, tọ́rọ̀ bá kàn wọ́n, màá gbé wọn náà wá kán wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀.
That would be lovely.
Now, let me just say that in 1994, when Chief MQ Abiola went on exile, nígbà tí gbogbo Yorùbá pàdé tó péjọ ní Premier Hotel ní Ibadan, the meeting was held at Premier Hotel with all the leaders. That was the meeting that preceded the formation of NADEP, and Abiola had just moved to exile. One ṣe meeting yẹn lọ́wọ́, èmi ní North 9 North lọ́wọ́ ńgbà yẹn, I was running a mortgage finance house. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo wàhálà Abiola yẹn náà kò ṣẹ̀yìn mi. Bí wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́, àwa tá a máa ní nọ́mbà Abiola lọ́wọ́ ńgbà yẹn à lè pọ̀. Àwọn tó bá rántí, àwọn tó bá wà ní Premier Hotel yẹn wọ́n rántí. I just dialed him on my North 9 North. Nokia line, Nokia 9210 àbí kan. Ó tóbi báyìí. Ó wá ní speaker, mo wá fi sí speaker. Ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ was late Baba Adesanya. So phone mi gan ni MK Abiola bá wo Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ ńgbà yẹn. I'm talking of 1994. So òjò ti ń pa igun bọ̀. Ọjọ́ ti pẹ́ díẹ̀. A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé a rí àwọn tí a lè gbé kinní ẹ̀ náà fún. Torí in real terms, we should be talking about the retirement of people like Dele Ashaju and myself. As at the time tí Baba Awolowo ti pé 60, wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo ọ̀gá tó fẹ́ ṣe. Àwọn tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ń groom the last set of people tí Papa Awolowo groom, àwọn Dr. Ebusonaya, Engineer Bayo Adeneko ní 1985 to 87. They were in their late 20s, early 30s. Ní bàbá ń groom lọ́wọ́. Eléyìí tó dàgbà jù ní wọn bóyá bíi 40 for leadership. So nǹkan tó dé ló dé, nǹkan tó dà ló dà ní Àbíkẹ́ dé Kánò ló dà Bókí. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá yànnà náà ọ̀rọ̀, àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ajẹ̀lúrun, àwọn ajàjàngbówó tó bá dẹ̀yìn lọ́wọ́ làwọn ní àwọn àtàwọn bá làwọn máa jọ ja ìjà yìí, òun ló fi jẹ́ ká sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ká túṣu dé ìsàlẹ̀ kòkò. So when you were trying to ask the question, that was when I received the call and I had to go and welcome Alàgbà Délé Aṣáájú. So you will have to rephrase that question again.
Okay, DJ.
So the question is here, yes. The same question that we asked Auntie, and that same question, because from the organization point of view, tí ó yé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn mọ̀ bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìtorí ẹ̀ ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe ń rí bó ṣe ń rí
ló ṣe dàrú
a dẹ̀ máa tutù so kí ni àkíyèsí yín torí tí ọmọdé bá ń ṣe nǹkan àyìn àgbà ṣe kí ni
wọ́n fọwọ́ lẹ́rán
ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń wò kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe pẹ́ẹ́ ti sọ. But many people don't know it. I just want it from your own answer.
Àkíyèsí tèmi ni pé we are all doing very, very well. We should even congratulate ourselves. Nítorí ìjà tá a jà láyé Nàdẹ́kò gbórúkọ lórí ni o, àwọn tó jàjà yẹn tán bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn tó 2000. Àwọn tó parí ẹ̀ wọn tó 200. Ṣùgbọ́n ariwo pọ̀.
Noise.
Wọ́n máa ń ṣe meeting lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin lójúmọ́.
Exactly the same now.
Ní ọjọ́ kan wọ́n máa ṣe meeting lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin. Wọ́n máa move from place to place. Nígbà yẹn kò tíì sí GSM. So landline wọ́n fi ń bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Landline yẹn kò tún safe. Àrùn ẹnìkan síwájú pé lọ sọ fún ẹni báyìí pé tó bá di aago 10 alẹ́ à ń bọ̀ lé ẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣe ń pàdé ara wọn nìyẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe meeting yẹn dago 3 òru. Tó máa ń lẹ pósítà káàkiri ńgbà yẹn aago 2 òru náà máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lẹ pósítà. Títí dago 4 àwọn èèyàn kàn jí láàárọ̀ wá bá pósítà.
Káàkiri gbogbo everywhere.
Káàkiri ìgbà yẹn wọ́n ẹ̀tọ́ pọ̀ tí wọ́n ń tan ìjọba. Wọ́n láwọn tó máa gbé sọ fún àwọn oníwèé ìròyìn àbí kán gbé sétí àwọn tó máa sọ fún ìjọba pé a fẹ́ ṣe meeting ní Jíbówú ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀tàn ni Bàrígà láti máa lọ ṣe meeting.
ìyẹn bàbá Mogaji ìyẹn làwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní decoy tactics.
Exactly. So gbogbo yẹn là ń ṣe ṣé wọ́n ara wọn tó jẹ́ agbẹ̀yìnbẹ̀bọ̀jẹ́ nígbà yẹn wọ́n ju gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ lè pè ní agbẹ̀yìnbẹ̀bọ̀jẹ́ ní ìsìn mẹ́wàá.
Láàsùfà.
Àwọn tó ń ṣe tàbátà gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú Abacha wọ́n dá pátì tí Bọ́lá Ìgè pè ní 5 fingers of a leprous hand. Gbogbo pátì yẹn Abacha ni wọ́n fi ṣe presidential candidate. Ààbù ẹyọ kankan nínú wọn ààbù ẹnì kankan. Àwọn ọba tí wọ́n ń ṣe tàbátà ní ojú ayé báyìí tí wọ́n ò fi bò ààbù wọn. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé Abacha ààbù wọn. Ìdí ẹ̀rẹ́ ẹni tí à ń bá nájà ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ kan o láàrin àwa àti àwọn kò kan èrò ọjà o. Tábàdẹ̀ ní ká dúró ká máa sọ òkúta sí gbogbo ajá tó bá gbó. Ajá máa gbó lọ ń tiẹ̀ torí wọ́n dá ajá láti máa gbó ni ajá ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ kò lè ṣe kí kó gbó lọ. Ìwọ ló ò ní débi tó fẹ́ dé o. Torí ìwọ ló dúró ajá ilé ìgbó òmókúta ò sọ ajá tó ń gbó òmókúta ò sọ ó sì fẹ́ dé vi ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Ìkẹjà ó sì ń sọ òkúta wákàtí 2 ìgbà ó lọ wá fẹ́ débi tó ń lọ
ó yé wa nígbà yẹn dáadáa wípé ààbò abáni ní ayé àtijọ́ tí oníkálukú bá kú wọn á gbé wọn rò fọba wọn ní ọba lágbájá ti kú ọba ní ẹ lọ sí lẹ́sẹ̀ gbàgede bóníkálukú bá kú wọn á gbé wọn rò fọba ní ẹ lọ sí lẹ́yìn ìgànná àbí kẹ́ lọ sí lẹ́yìn ìkùlé èwo wá ní ìyá jòjò tó kú nílé tọba ní ká lọ sí sóko yóò lẹ́yìn ẹni tó bá kú lóko wọ́n á gbé wá nulé wá sin ni òun ni ó fi wáyà mí lẹ́nu wípé àwọn kan wá jẹ oyè kan máa bú igbá kan bú àwo kan bú ọba kan bú dòyè wọ́n á bú ẹni tí kò mọwọ́ tí ò mẹsẹ̀ ibi tó ti ń bú àwọn tí ò yẹ kán bú yẹn wọ́n á bú ẹni tó jẹ́ pé bóyá ọwọ́ ẹ̀ gan láti fẹ́ ṣoríire nítorí lè jẹ́ pé nìkan péré la máa ṣẹ̀ ní gbogbo kí ní yóò ní bọ́ sí spiritually àwọn tó tẹ̀lé wa ń gbà yẹn àwọn bíi Bishop Bonigi ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo ń sọ yìí o.
à ń gbọ́ yín bàbá.
Bishop Bonigi of the Anglican Church.
à ń gbọ́ yín ẹ máa carry on.
Alaba Job of the Catholic. gbogbo àwọn spiritual fathers yẹn wọ́n á gbàdúrà fún wa ká tó lọ. àwọn náà wá sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tí bàbá Jásí kú Bishop Bonigi ló yẹ kó ṣe ìwàásù. àwọn Abacha led by Jenadiya wọ́n ní ìwàásù yẹn kó kọ́kọ́ sẹ̀ǹdẹ̀ sí Abacha náà kó wo nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ.
ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí rèé o ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yìí o ẹ kárí on bàbá.
ẹni tó wá jẹ́ olórí gbogbo Anglican Adétilóyè wá ní Bonigi lóhùn ò ní submit ẹ̀ láéláé oníódà èmi tí mo wá jẹ́ olùdarí gbogbo ìjọ Anglican màá wá ṣe ìwàásù yẹn. ìwàásù tí Adétilóyè wá give nígbà tí bàbá Jásí kú ìwàásù yẹn gangan wá le ju gbogbo eléyìí tí Bonigi lè sọ lọ. nǹkan tí bàbá Adétilóyè sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá ni wọ́n ní nǹkan kékeré ni o ṣùgbọ́n kéèyàn ṣòtítọ́ pẹ̀lú nǹkan kékeré nǹkan ńlá ni a little thing is a little thing but faithfulness in a little thing is a mighty thing. nǹkan tí bàbá sọ kò ju pé Olúwa kọ́ wa bí a ṣe máa ka iye ọjọ́ wa ká lè mọ bá a ṣe máa wà ní ipa ọgbọ́n. Teach us how to number our days.
Yes.
That was the theme. Kí Abacha bá mọ̀ ni kó rántí pé ọjọ́ kan ń bọ̀ ọlọ́jọ́ máa dé. Ká ní Abacha mọ̀ ni tó ti kọ́ra ẹ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ni wọ́n sọ sílẹ̀ teach us how to number our days. Tí Buhari bá mọ̀ ni òun náà yẹ kó mọ̀ pé òun gangan ni ò yẹ kó gbógun tilẹ̀ Yorùbá. ẹni tọ́lọ́run ò pa ní kó tó di pé lọ sí ìlú òyìnbó fún 100 is the first time bóyá 57 days the second time bóyá 126 days a total of bóyá 170 something days ó ti lọ tán láwọn ìyàkájẹ ló ti kú ẹnìkan ní Jubril ló wá ó ní ohun the same Buhari ni ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo pé wọ́n dá padà ṣé ló yẹ kó wá máa dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run lójoojúmọ́ fún oore tọ́lọ́run ṣe fún. He should know how to number his days. He should be taught. He should have taught himself. Ó yẹ kí ó rò pé Ọlọ́run tó dẹ̀mí òun sí kò yẹ kó òun ó ṣe ibi sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àbí sí ẹnì kankan. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni dẹrú lérú tọ̀. Ẹ wo bí ìlú òkè ẹ wo ìlú ẹ̀ gangan ní Katsina. Tó bá pa tó kéré jù lójúmọ́ náà pa 50. Àwọn ẹnìkan tó wá láti Katsina tó wà ní House of Assembly ó ní pé òun ò tí ì lọlé for the past 2 years ó nítorí pé insecurity tó wà lójú ọ̀nà òun kò ṣọ́ọ̀bù tó ń bá dé Katsina wọn ní jí òun gbé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ibi tí Buhari ti wá nìyẹn.
Bàbá mo fẹ́.
ẹni sùúrù ẹ̀yin lẹ pè mí o.
Ok máa fún yín ní gbogbo time yẹn bàbá question tí n fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ń rú mi nínú ni.
ó dà béèrè nǹkan mo fẹ́ parí ẹ̀ sí ni pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa o oníkálukú wa ló ń ṣe dáadáa gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá dẹ̀ ṣe òun ló lérè èrè ẹ̀ ń bọ̀ fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá o kò sẹ́ni tó gbé ogun tilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó là á o kò tẹ̀sẹ̀ tó dalẹ̀ Yorùbá tó yege o láti ayé Awólọ́wọ̀ títí di mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò sí ẹni tó dalẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó fọ́ ara rẹ̀ lọ mi ò ní máa dárúkọ ṣùgbọ́n kó máa rókì lọ́kàn gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbọ́ mi.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni bàbá mi ẹ ṣeun.
ẹnìkan pè mí sórí program kan mo ní ilẹ̀ oúnjẹ dé máa gbé wọn mi wọ́n ní mò ń ṣépè bá a ṣépè ṣé ìdààmú ò ti dé báwọn kan tí wọ́n ń dalẹ̀ wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ Afẹ́nifẹ́re lẹ́ẹ̀kan sìsà ń sọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Ṣówọlé èmi ti sọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́nitọ̀ Òkúròmú àti Ṣólúadé.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
eléyìí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ yìí màá wá fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ní kí n ṣe mo lè ṣe o màá wá kẹ́kẹ́ wá gbé ọkùnrin tá à ń pè ní JK Agbájé Jimmy Agbájé.
In fact mo ready àti ready fún.
màá fẹ́ kẹ́ gbé wá torí èmi ò bá wọn lọ o èmi ń purọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ó tẹ̀lé àwọn leaders Afẹ́nifẹ́re led by Papa Adesanya lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Abdulsalam nígbà tí Abíọ́lá kú Abdulsalam bẹ̀bẹ̀ títí àwọn Baba Adesanya nínú Yorùbá lọ àṣemọ́ àsí Nàìjíríà mọ́ ó bẹ̀bẹ̀ títí nígbà tó sú ó wá pe àwọn kan tí mi ò fẹ́ dárúkọ pé kí wọ́n ṣáà bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé ó dáa ẹ fún mi ijọ́ mẹ́ta là á padà wá báyìí nígbà tó di ijọ́ kẹta àwọn bàbá sì dúró sábùjá ó tẹ̀ tó di ijọ́ kẹta ijọ́ kejì ló ti pè ó lò ti pé gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Òkè Ọya wọ́n sọ pé ẹ wò ó presidency Yorùbá ni pé ẹ ṣáà má lọ àwọn tí wọ́n ń bẹ̀ pé ká má lọ náà agbára wo la ní gan láti lọ ńgbà yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ìtara pé wọ́n pa Abíọ́lá wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tí Yorùbá náà bá sọ pé ó tó gẹ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ ogun nǹkan tá a ṣe túrù nàdẹ́kò ńgbà tó wá fẹ́ ṣe tẹ́ ẹni tó kọ ìkọkúkọ ló kọ ló bá wọnú yàrá ló bá gbé kinní ọ̀hún jáde nǹkan mo fẹ́ jẹ́ fi kẹ́ẹ̀fì wá pé JK Agbájé nìyẹn Jimmy Agbájé bí ó ṣe gbé kinní ọ̀lẹ̀ ni Bàbá Adesanya ní àbó fẹ́ bribe wa gbogbo ayé ni màá pariwo ẹ̀ fún gbogbo ayé ni màá pariwo fún ìwọ Abdulsalam ọmọ mi ná tí ló dọ̀bálẹ̀ tó fàyẹ̀ lálẹ́ báyìí pé ẹjọ́ mi ò bribe yín kí ló fẹ́ ṣe àbí nǹkan ń dààmú orí ẹ ìyẹn náà fi bínú kúrò ní ọ̀dọ̀ Abdulsalam ní Aso Rock ìjọ náà ó ṣojú Jimmy Agbájé ìyẹn ni mo fẹ́ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ lónìí pé àwọn olórí tó bá jẹ́ olórí tá a bá ṣèṣì lọ tàka àbùkù sí wọn yóò lẹ́yìn o yóò dàbí òkú ìyá jòjò ni o tó kú sílé tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ sin sóko lálẹ́yìn ni mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀dá mi Fẹ́mi lálẹ́yìn kẹmọ́ ni mo bú bọ̀dá mi ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni o yóò lẹ́yìn.
ẹ̀gbọ́n yín wo nìyẹn o.
bọ̀dá Fẹ́mi lálẹ́yìn ni o.
ẹ̀gbọ́n wa náà ni.
ẹ̀gbọ́n gbogbo wa náà ni.
ṣùgbọ́n òkú ìyá jòjò tó kú sílé tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ sin sóko yóò lẹ́yìn o. àwọn tó bá mọ àwọn tó wà níjọba lónìí ẹ̀rù bá mi o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ẹ̀rù ò bà mí.
ok.
eléyìí tí wọ́n gbébọn sí orí bàbá Kísàyà tá a bá sọ fún yín inú mi dùn pé photograph ẹ̀rí lónìí ẹ̀rí photograph sista ńgbà sista wà ní sísì ẹ̀rí photograph bàbá náà tí wọ́n gbébọn sí lórí pé ó yá kúrò mọ́ bàbá tó ní ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀rí bàbá dé bá jẹ́ ti sọ bàbá jà pé tó o bá jẹ́ pé o láyà gbébọn.
ọta ìbọn kan mo jẹ́ àwé.
irú àwọn yẹn wá lọ́wọ́ ayẹ káwọn kan máa yọ ẹnu sí at 93. káwọn náà fẹ́ dàgbà ṣé wọ́n tán bá ní pé wọ́n ní láti ṣépè tó mú wọn.
Okay, now.
Mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ Baba Mogaji. And Baba Mogaji, mo ti fún yín ní leading question yẹn o lákọ̀ọ́kọ́. And leading question náà mi mọ̀ bí ṣe máa sọ ní èdè Yorùbá, but mo máa sọ ní èdè, mo ti bá yín sọ lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì. Nǹkan tí mo kọ́kọ́ sọ pé mo fẹ́ fi ṣí orí òpó nìyẹn. Òun náà ni pé àwa Yorùbá, are we a difficult race to manage? Baba Mogaji, you have everything to say, everything you have to say. Over to you.
Yes, we are a very difficult race to manage. In fact, any kankan nípa Baba Awolowo, I send this here on WhatsApp. Only Baba Awolowo came to a people who were undeserving of him. Gbogbo làálàá kòkó Baba Awolowo lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Gbogbo ṣe fáwọn tí wọ́n deserve ẹ̀. Àwọn tí ó jẹ́ pé ọpọlọ wọn ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó láti match up the level tí bàbá wà. Bàbá kàn ṣiṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé bàbá kàn ṣiṣẹ́ dànù ni. Bíi pé gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá fi ọjọ́ ayé ẹ̀ ṣe, Yorùbá ò mọ iye ẹ̀ wọ́n náání ẹ̀.
Ìyẹn bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Nígbà tí TJ béèrè lọ́wọ́ sista pé báwo ni bàbá ṣe manage ọ̀rọ̀ ilé family tó dẹ̀ tún sọ pé àwọn fi life wọn jíǹkì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá báwọn kékeré méjèèjì ṣe. Mo ti béèrè question yẹn lọ́wọ́ sista rí pé ó affect mi débi pé mo láti pe sista ní nǹkan bí aago 12 òru mo ní ẹ kọ́ mi báwo bàbá ṣe ṣe.
Káì.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún wọn ní màmá ni. Tí ì bá ṣe pé Ọlọ́run dá màmá ní ẹni tó mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ tí bàbá ẹ̀ wá ṣe rèé kò ṣeé kó sẹ́yìn. Justice Adémọ́lá Adétòkunbọ̀ wọ́n lọ bá màmá nígbà tí bàbá wa tọ́jú bàbá tó wà lẹ́wọ̀n pé àwọn ti lọ bá Tafa Balewa ó ti lóun máa fi bàbá lẹ̀ o. Ó ní sista sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ó yá ẹ wá lọ bá kẹ wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Màmá ní ṣé ẹ ti lọ bá bàbá ti sọ pé kẹ wá bá mi, wọ́n ní ẹ ó ní orí àwòyá lọ́dọ̀ bàbá. Bàtà wọn sì ti lọ bá bàbá wọn lè lọ. So obìnrin mélòó ló máa fi ọkọ ẹ̀ lẹ̀ kó wà lẹ́wọ̀n? Obìnrin mélòó ni ó ti sáré lọ bá Balewa tí ó kúnlẹ̀ pé ẹjọ́ bá ń yọ ọkọ mi ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run.
Exactly.
Ọkọ máa dé jáde má ṣe òṣèlú mọ́ o. Tó bá ṣe òṣèlú mọ́ ń lọ nìyẹn. So we are a very difficult race to please. Bó o ṣe wọn ló ṣe tó. Ẹ wo bí tán ti Sunday Igboho dé. Ẹ wo bí tí wọ́n ti Sunday Igboho dé nsìn. Ẹni tó wà lọ́dọ̀ mi ní ìsìn, má bínú pé mo sọ Alàgbàdélé Aṣáájú, ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta ló ti fi ojú rí Igboho in the last 1 month. Ẹni tó jókòó tì mí níbi tí mo wà yìí. Ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta. Nínú àwọn tí wọ́n ti Sunday Igboho débi tó débẹ̀, èèyàn mélòó ló ti lọ sí Benin Republic láti lọ rí?
Àgbọ́yé.
Yorùbá lẹ rí yẹn o. Àwọn kan sì jókòó sí Benin Republic ńbẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kọ́ wọ bí tí Sunday wà wọn ò lè lọ. Ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n. Àwọn náà ń bẹ̀rù pé kán má mú mi. Ọmọ ọdún mélòó lè mi? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó làwọn tí wọ́n ń bẹ̀rù? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni bàbá Adébánjọ ń bà tó sọ bàbá jà pé shoot? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó la ké sọ̀yà ńgbà tí wọ́n sọ pé kó kúrò máa wọ́ lọ́wọ́ tó dé ẹ̀yìn ìbọn? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó làwọn táwọn tó wà bẹ̀rẹ̀ public náà fi lọ.
Bàbá mi Mogaji, mo fi ọwọ́ àti ọmọ mo fi kọ́kọ́ dín lẹ́nu bẹ̀ yẹn. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wo ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí tẹ́ tí gbọ́ rí, mo ti sọ fún yín pé ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tí ẹ tí gbọ́ tó jẹ́ pé òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó ń purọ́ fún yín o káàkiri irọ́ náà ń pa fún yín. Bàbá Mogaji, ẹ carry on.
Ẹ wo ẹgbẹ́ ta lọ́wọ́ wà tá ń ṣe. Ẹ wo ẹni tí ó ṣẹ̀ wọlé tán ní ìsìn. Àwa ń fẹ̀mí ara wewu àgbèrè kọ́bọ̀ lórúkọ Afẹ́nifẹ́re anywhere. Awolowo ò fi kọ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí sister sọ wípé owó màmá ni màmá ná. Owó ara wa làwa ná o, àgbèrè owó lọ́wọ́ ẹnìkan kan diaspora. Kí lẹ kí náà tẹ owó tó ń gbà nǹkan kí náà fi ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, okay, Mogaji, there are a series of questions here tí mo mọ̀ pé ta fẹ́ béèrè, and we want to, seize the opportunity. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa ló ń gbọ́nlé àti lájò. One, Yoruba Summit Group, báwo ló ṣe wáyé, and what is the scope of Yoruba Summit Group? Because I really want to.
Thank you for that question.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that question. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní year 2011, a ti rí i pé ibi tí Nàìjíríà ń lọ, ibi tí bàbá Adébánjọ ló máa kú sí ní year 1999 ló ń lọ. Ní year 1999, bàbá Adébánjọ wọ́n sọ fún àti bàbá Adésànyà wọ́n sọ fún President Ọbásanjọ́ wípé constitution tó fi ṣúra yìí o, tó fi ló fi di president yìí o, fraud ni o. Tó o bá tún ṣe tàbí kó o sọnù kó ní ká wá ṣe sovereign national conference, ìlú yóò lè tòrò. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn gómìnà tí ó wọlé ní AD àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà national assembly pé ẹ má lọ sábùjá ẹ dẹ́yẹ sí wọn àfi tán bá change constitution. Constitution yìí 68 items ló wà ní exclusive list. Wọ́n fi 12 lẹ̀ fún state. Kò sí state kankan tó lè wà viable ju bóyá Èkó nìkan lọ àti bóyá Ògùn, bóyá Rivers ló bá tán. Nígbà tí ariwo yẹn pọ̀, bàbá Adébánjọ lọ sí Òkúta panel. Ó sọ pé tí Nàìjíríà ò bá change constitution tí kíní yẹn wà ní YouTube o, ẹ lọ wò ó. Ó ní ibi tá a fẹ́ la máa bá ara wa. Ó ní ìlú ìdẹ̀ máa pín ni. Ó ní tẹ́bá ní kógún má sí, ológun máa wà. Nǹkan tí bàbá sọ ní Òkúta panel nìyẹn. Nígbà tó di 2011 tí Jonathan wọlé, àwọn tó gbógun mọ́ Jonathan wọn ò gbógun sí nítorí pé Jonathan ò mọ̀ ṣe o, nítorí pé kì í ṣe pé ó wá látọ̀dọ̀ wọn lókè ọya òun ló fi gbógun tì.
Wọ́n ṣe choice wọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n pa gbogbo ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe láti fi gba ìjọba sọ́dọ̀ ara wọn ni. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí láyé Ọbásanjọ́ tó gbé political sharia sílẹ̀ tó ń gẹ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́ nítorí pé wọ́n fẹ́ disgrace Ọbásanjọ́. Báwo lèèyàn ṣe ń bínú orí tó ń fi ṣìbìlà débàjì? Báwo la ṣe ń bínú ojú tá à ń fọ̀bẹ rẹ́ mú? Apá ẹsẹ̀ ara wọn tí wọ́n ń gé ńgbà yẹn ní ìsìn, ó wá kéré sílẹ̀ tí àwọn Boko Haram àtàwọn Fúlàní terrorists tán wá ń ṣe ní Zamfara yẹn gangan ní ìsìn. Kẹwàá wò dájú Ọlọ́run.
Okay. At the formation.
Okay. Ìtì parí ẹ̀ o. Ìtì parí ẹ̀. Nígbà tó wá di 2011 tá a ti di bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ, a ronú pé àsìkò wa tó, ó yẹ ká lè bá Jonathan yìí sọ̀rọ̀ pé wá ṣe sovereign national conference. Bàbá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé sí létí. Òun náà yá díkanlẹ̀ ó lóun ò ṣe. Ìgbà tó di 2013 tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pọ̀, Gọ́vnà Mímíkò ńgbà yẹn ní Ondo, òun náà ó dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Professor Bọ́lájí Akínyẹmí wọ́n dá sí, Senator Òkúròmú wọ́n dá sí, bàbá Adébánjọ, bàbá Adésànyà wọ́n dá sí. Bàbá Adésànyà ti lọ́ngbà náà, bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì wọ́n dá sí. Wọ́n lọ jókòó ti Jonathan. Tó o bá ṣe kíní, ìwọ gan-an o ò ní ráyè jókòó mi tó jókòó sí o. Wọ́n á lé ẹ kúrò ńbẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ lé ẹ kúrò ńbẹ̀, ẹ lè má nírú opportunity yìí mọ́ pé kí ẹ̀yà tiẹ̀ kó tún jọba ní Nàìjíríà o. Òun náà wá ronú dáadáa, òun ló fi wá gbé confab jáde. But nígbà tá a ṣe confab yẹn, about 620 resolutions, 420 ńbẹ̀ òun ló favour ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Òun la fi support Jonathan pé tó bá wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kejì, ó ti taari kíní ẹ̀ sí National Assembly. Tó bá wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kejì á rí ṣe. Mọ́ àwọn Yorùbá nígbà míì ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ó le, olóòótọ́ ìlú òun ni ọ̀tá ìlú, òun lòṣìkà ìlú, òun ni wọ́n fi lọ dìbò fún Buhari. A sì mọ̀ pé yóò lẹ́yìn. Ìgbà tó wá di 2016 tí Buhari ti wọlé ọdún kan, ó ní bàbá Adébánjọ tún wá pé gbogbo wa jọ pé ṣáàrí o gbogbo nǹkan tá ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Buhari bá débẹ̀ òun ló ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí o ẹ jẹ́ ká pé gbogbo Yorùbá Afẹ́nifẹ́re a mọ̀ pé tiwa ọ̀tọ̀ ni ṣùgbọ́n tá bá ní káwa nìkan ṣe a lè dá ṣe wọn la fi wá form Yorùbá Summit Group wípé gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ tó wà lẹ̀ Yorùbá o ẹ má sọ pé Afẹ́nifẹ́re nìkan la fẹ́ ṣe o gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ tó wà lẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ àpapọ̀ gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ yẹn ló wá papọ̀ 42 of us ló form Yorùbá Summit Group láti wá ṣe Ìbàdàn declaration yẹn ní July of 2017 ọ̀ọ́ni wá àwọn ọba tó wá tó 30 gbogbo stadium yẹn Adamasingba ó kún fọ́fọ́fọ́ ni ìyẹn la fi wá fẹnu sọ́mọ́ in fact ẹni tó raise motion pé Nigeria must be restructured ó ní lọ́ọ̀yà Akíntọ́lá tó contest the position of governor tó contest ní primary òun ló ṣe second ní primary ní Ọ̀yọ́ state ní 2019 òun ló raise motion yẹn pé it is either restructuring or nothing ní ọjọ́ yẹn l'Adamasingba lọ́hùn kò dẹ̀ sí governor tí ò ránṣẹ́ wá deputy governor wá governor Fayose wá even the vice president sent Ojudu to come to that conference gbogbo Yorùbá ló péjọ a dẹ̀ pé àwọn governors yẹn gbogbo wọn náà lọ jẹ́ wa àti APC ní o àti PDP ní o kò sí ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ ló péjọ OPC ní o West of Reason ní o in fact Dr. Kunle Olajide of Yoruba Elders Council wọn lọ fi ṣe chairman ẹ bá mọ̀ pé Afẹ́nifẹ́re wọn dá ṣe a pé gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ ni pé ẹ̀já jọ ṣe ìgbà tá a ṣe yẹn gan ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Yorùbá ló ń bú wa pé àfẹ́ kábàtẹ́ kí Buhari ó ṣiṣẹ́ kí Buhari ló lè ṣiṣẹ́ yìí wọn believe pé Buhari ò lè ṣe ìgbà tó wá sú wọn lọ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí even restructuring tá à ń sọ yẹn gan it was so novel nǹkan tuntun ni tí wọ́n ti ẹ̀ gbà ṣùgbọ́n lọ́hùn níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ dáadáa o níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn àwọn kan sọ pé ẹ má ti ẹ̀já sọ̀rọ̀ restructuring ọ̀rọ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ kúrò ní Nàìjíríà kò ní ká sọ a tún dá kọmitì ilẹ̀ Wálé Adéoyè wà ń bẹ̀ èmi wà ń bẹ̀ Ìbà la fi ṣe Ìbà Gani Adams kò tí ì di báńgbà yẹn òun la fi ṣe chairman committee yẹn nínú ẹgbẹ́ yẹn náà láti dá committee yẹn náà sílẹ̀ nínú Yorùbá Summit Group pé àwọn kan ní restructuring ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ ká kúrò ní àtúndá ìgbìmọ̀ alábẹ́sẹ́kẹ́lé kan àdásílẹ̀ ní Yorùbá Summit Group kẹbàá mọ̀ pé a ti ṣiṣẹ́ lọ láti 2016 sí 2017 nǹkan táwọn kọ́ṣẹ́ wà ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé wò ní 2020.
àwọn wo lẹ túmọ̀ tó wà nínú Yorùbá Summit Group yẹn bí ẹgbẹ́ tọ́dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀.
Àtàyèṣe wà ń bẹ̀ Àtàyèṣe wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Tokunbo Ajásin wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ Unity Forum wà ń bẹ̀ gbogbo OPC ló wà ń bẹ̀ ìgbà yẹn George Akínọlá àwọn ni wọ́n ní spokesperson fún Yolicom ṣùgbọ́n ẹgbẹ́ tí ẹ̀ mọ́ fóore movement for the freedom of for the Yorùbá ó wà ń bẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ in fact ẹgbẹ́ 42 la register ni ẹgbẹ́ tó yọjú afẹ́ tó bá gbọ́ ẹgbẹ́ tó yọjú fẹ́ tó 60 wọ́n gbà tá a bá wò ó ta ṣe nǹkan tó ń pè ní due diligence láti pé àwọn kan ò fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ tó kọ́ má wàá kó bá di pé a kó lúrú pọ̀ mọ́ gbàǹjà a separate àwọn kan but àwọn tá a gbà tó wọlé 42.
So now àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ bí ẹgbẹ́ tá a rí ń sìn pàápàá jùlọ bí irú àwọn bàbá Akíngbà ṣé wọ́n wà lára àwọn tí ẹjọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí Yorùbá Summit Group yẹn sà.
Bàbá Akíngbà mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Dr. Amos Akíngbà tẹ́ bá gbọ́ Nàdẹ́kò àwọn agbátẹrù Nàdẹ́kò gidi nìyẹn tí wọ́n ṣe tí kò sí iyèméjì tán fi inú kan ṣe Nàdẹ́kò àwọn tán jìyà fún Nàdẹ́kò gidi nìyẹn bàbá Akíngbà ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Afẹ́nifẹ́re rẹ̀ ni as at that time tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹgbẹ́ Afẹ́nifẹ́re ló wà títí dòní ìgan ẹgbẹ́ Afẹ́nifẹ́re ló wà eléyìí tí wọ́n lọ pẹ̀lú Professor Banji Akintoye kò tó ọdún kan tó fi padà sí Afẹ́nifẹ́re tí wọ́n náà sì mọ̀ ń pẹ́
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
so àwa ń bẹ̀ Professor Banji Akintoye nígbà yẹn wọ́n ṣe ẹ̀dẹ́ láti America ni he came back in 2016 wọ́n bá wa lẹ́nu preparation of the Ibadan Declaration ni ìgbà tó ń dẹ̀ dé courtesy of the fact that he was the deputy youth leader of Afenifere láyé ìgbà tí Papa Fasomi ṣe leader of the youth l'Afenifere then he was a UPN senator àwọn la fi ṣe head political unit ní Afenifere so he was part of us àjọṣe náà ni ní 2017 but ní 2017 tá à ń sọ yẹn o ẹ lè pe Professor Akintoye kan wá o he never mentioned to us in Afenifere nor at the summit or to us at the Yoruba Summit group anything about self-determination. Àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa self-determination mo mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa. Wọ́n ò jẹ́ kí George Akínọlá ò sọ̀rọ̀ ńjọ́ yẹn ní Ìbàdàn. Ṣùgbọ́n nínú premises Adamasingba, àwọn tó jẹ́ independent media people kan wọ́n fọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wò tó ń sọ̀rọ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
Mo sọ̀rọ̀ lórí podium àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí podium Bàbá Afẹ́ Babalọ́lá Sista Tokunbo Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ìmọ̀túnrántí àwọn yòókù Dr. Kunle Ọlájídé of course Papa Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n òun náà ó ń sọ nípa self determination ìyẹn George Akínọlá ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo wa tájọ wà ní self determination tájọ tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ self determination báyìí náà péréte ni wá ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n fi àyè lẹ̀ fún wa ká ní the subcommittee ní 2017 yẹn náà nígbà yẹn dẹ̀ ní nígbà tí gbogbo àwọn state government tán wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ lè lọ bá state governor kankan àti state government kankan kẹ́ ẹ ní pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe summit lórí self determination kan dá yín lóhùn kò ṣeé ṣe tó bá ṣe yẹn it will be treason it will be treason nobody that actually swore to uphold the constitution no matter how defective it is tó bá go against that constitution it is treason so they expect pé kí any state governor kankan kó lọ́wọ́ sí but nǹkan tá a sọ ńgbà yẹn was restructuring gbogbo state ló dẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ sí títí kan vice president Ọ̀ṣínbàjò.
Now,
sir, let me come in. Now, sir, now that we Atimo bí Yoruba Summit Group and pàápàá jùlọ bí Ìbàdàn Declaration bó ṣe wáyé. Yeah. Ohun mo ṣe sọ fún àǹtí Tokunbo pé kò sí ohun tá a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń ṣe ń sìn tẹ̀yìn bàbá wa àti ìyá wa tẹ̀ ti ṣe. We just have to now come together and find a proper or a different way that might get to, you know, where we want to go to. Now, question mi sir, ni wípé àwọn ẹgbẹ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó ti jáde a mọ̀ wípé inú Afẹ́nifẹ́re yìí náà ni. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ iṣẹ́ tẹ́ fi kó everybody jọ nínú Yoruba Summit Group. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa umbrella. So Yoruba Summit Group has always been playing that, you know, role in a way, in so many ways. Báwo ni àwọn wo báwo la ṣe fẹ́ pe àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó kù pàápàá jùlọ irú àwọn Yorùbá àwọn voice of reasoning and the rest àti àtàwọn Afenifere renewals. How do we now bring them all together and see how we can now call in for another? We may not be Ibadan Summit. Let's just call it something else. Over to you, sir.
Well, kò sígbà tí a kì í bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó bá ní àwọn tí èmi ò ní bá sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò ní purọ́ fún ẹ mo mọ̀ wọ́n o àwọn kan wà tí jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ gún mi lábẹ́rẹ́ dọ̀là bẹ́ẹ̀ gbébọn sí mi lórí mi ò ní bá sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí ìmọ̀ wọn ò papọ̀ kò dẹ̀ lè papọ̀ àfi tí wọ́n bá ṣe bí ọmọ onínàkúnà ẹ wo ọmọ onínàkúnà yẹn bàbá ò dédé dáríjì o ọmọ onínàkúnà ó gba ìpín tiẹ̀ ó gbà lọ́wọ́ bàbá ẹ̀ o ó dẹ̀ lọ ó lọ nọ́nàkúnà ìgbà tó máa wá rí pòun ti nọ́nàkúnà bàbá ẹ̀ ò dédé gbà padà ó padà wá ó ní èmi ti ṣẹ̀ sí ọ̀run rẹ àti sí ìwọ bàbá mi ó ní èmi kò yẹ lẹ́ni tí ó yẹ kí wọ́n máa pè ní ọmọ rẹ mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n fi mí ṣe ìkànnú àwọn alágbàṣe rẹ. Just make me one of your laborers. That is what the prodigal son said. Yeah. It was on that basis that the father accepted him. Èmi ò sí di pé ọmọ ẹni òṣèṣẹ́ díbẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká fi ìdìrẹ̀kẹ̀ sí dọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Èmi ò sí di alájọbí pé kẹ́nìkan kó ti wà burúkú kan kẹwàá nítorí alájọbí ẹ̀pin padà irọ́ o. Tí kò bá ronú pìwàdà bí ọmọ onínàkúnà kó túbá. Torí onílù kan ó ní kàtìkàtì ní ń wí kàtìkàtì ní ń wí kàkà kó dọ̀bálẹ̀ kó ní mo túbá kàtìkàtì ní ń wí. Nígbà máa sì sọ kàtìkàtì tẹ́ ń wá excuses tẹ́ ẹ̀ wá dọ̀bálẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ túbá pé mo ti ṣẹ̀ sọ́run lẹ Yorùbá mi ò ṣe ìjàngbara ìjàngbowó ni mò ń ṣe. Nígbà tó ìṣọmọ Ìgbò tó ìṣọmọ Haúsá ó wá ní kọ́nà máa dáwó fún ẹ bó fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ ìwọ gan tó fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ ò pé 60 ṣé tó fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n gan oníjọrọ̀ ẹ̀ ṣé ọmọ ẹ̀ ò ní jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ ò ní jẹ́ and you are asking people to come and donate money so that you can free them and you have the key to unlocking our freedom. Tó bá ní lọ́wọ́ tó ṣe tó ní kọ́ máa dáwó fún ẹ o lè ní ẹ that is fraud. Tó bá lóun ṣiṣẹ́ Yorùbá wọ́n san sálárì fún ẹ o lè ní ẹ. Sálárì òṣìwò náà sọ fún ẹ sálárì wo náà sọ fún Awólọ́wọ̀ mo wà tó ń ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe.
Correct.
Ẹ wo títì tó wà láti Mobile ní VI dé Ẹ̀pẹ́ ẹ dákun ta ló ṣe it was Jákàndé. The special adviser special duties to him then only present deputy leader wa Kábíyèsí Ọba Ẹláìtàn Kábíyèsí Ọládípò Ọláìtàn was the special adviser special duties who was in charge of that road. Wọ́n ṣe wọ́n gbé toll gate sí ni wọ́n ṣe wọ́n fi toll gate sí náà gbogbo àwọn tó ń lọ sọ́pẹ́ freely ni ẹnìkan wá dé ó ṣe roundabout méjì ó gbé toll gate síbẹ̀ ó ní kẹ́ ẹ máa sanwó ẹ wá lọ́mọ ẹni òrìṣẹ́ díbẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bóńgù kó ṣèdí bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí ò bá wá túbá àwa ò ní gbà àwọn àwọn tẹ́mi ò lè bá ṣe o.
Now, Baba Mogaji, this is we're getting to a point whereby this conversation, this interview is going to be more hotter, and then I believe that now
I have a question.
Yeah.
Somebody posed a question, Baba Mogaji, because some people want clearance. And just like we are told here, it's easier for me. Olabode, Oladele now posed a question. I don't know this person. I don't know who he is.
Because of time.
Is he now? The question he asked is, were you talking about Victor Taiwo or who with a question mark?
Ẹni àbàtàní ẹni tó bá wù kọ́rọ̀ ìlọba ẹni tó bá lóun fẹ́ sọ pé òun fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan lọ fún un lówó ẹ bèèrè lọ́wọ́ ìṣọmọ Ìgbò ni àbọ̀mọ Haúsá àbọ̀mọ Karambani tó jẹ́ pé o fẹ́ ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lóore ṣùgbọ́n ẹ kọ́kọ́ lọ mówó wá ṣé ìwọ ìṣọmọ Yorùbá ni. Àwọn ìjọ tí àwọn kan ti ń forí la ikú tó ti ń forí gbára tó ti ń fara gbẹ̀tù tó ti ń fara gbọ́ta èlò náà gbà. Bàbá rẹ̀ wá náà he was one funding us láyé
somebody posed the question.
Please listen to me.
Yes.
Bàbá rẹ̀ wá náà was funding us láyé Nàdẹ́kò kò sí ẹ̀dá máa ní ẹwà gbà ọ́fíìsì wọn láti máa ń ṣe meeting jù ní Western House ìjọ táwọn Àbájáde wọ́n pa bàbá yẹn náà bàbá ò yá wa lówó.
Another question is waiting here.
Ìwọ wá dé pé ká máa dáwó fún ẹ kó fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ̀ ta ni ẹ́ kí ni apparatus tó ní kí ló gbójúlé iye ìwọ ló máa draw boundary ṣé boundary ẹ ṣó dé ó dé jẹ́bà ìwọ nìkan ló dé dádì kan ṣe ó dádì kan ṣe ló ní kọ́ ló máa mú 10 million naira wá tó bá yá sọ di 20 tó bá yá sọ di 30 àwọn tó rẹ̀ jẹ́ pé kí ni mo fẹ́ pè wọ́n náà alágbárí náà lọ̀gá mugu àwọn mugu náà dẹ̀ máa dáwọ́ mugu fún. But I cannot sit down with such a person and talk.
Okay, Baba.
I cannot.
We will come back.
I was not taught that way. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ̀rọ kan lọ jẹjà lásán ẹja tútù lásán náà jẹ ní London. Àbáwọ́rọ̀ make sure pé wọ́n sanwó ẹja yẹn padà. So ìwọ wá dé, ó wá ní nítorí pé ó wá rí pé people are with the kind of emotions that will move mountains. People want to be out of this situation in which we have found ourselves, in which we are being killed, we are being raped, our homestead are being destroyed, our farmstead are being destroyed, and you want to capitalize on that?
Yes.
Asking Yoruba people to go and donate.
And I know, Sherry, Baba Mogaji, please.
What the hell is that?
Yes, we will come back because Momo, we pay our big, Sherry, I want to get the best out of this interview. And it's not just only
no.
Yes, please.
We want the world to have
the world,
the best.
yes. But the bigger picture is what I am saying from my own point of view. We will come back to our because your level you saying we're looking at the bigger picture. Yeah? So we will come back to our own, but I want a strategic plan. And that is what we want to get out. Tabari, the bigger picture, Tabale get it. They will.
Can I just quickly come in?
Yes.
Just a bit. Can I come in a bit? Baba Mogaji, sorry that I have to come in this time. I don't know the level of information that is in your information to work at your own disposal. But I think, in my own personal considered opinion, the fraud that's been perpetrated within this Yoruba self-determination.
I get that, Baba.
Chairman,
yeah.
Let's sort this out.
Yes, I know, but
no, wait. Chairman, let us sort this out.
We will
first.
get there.
We are going to get there, but there are so many people that are already a scam.
Yes, I know.
They were victims of this scam.
We will get there.
Okay.
We will. Baba.
Okay,
please.
you carry on.
Please, we will get there. But my priority right now is how we can get ourselves all together. Tabawa distorted, yes? We will still be talking about this same issue. So I don't want to be a fair face. I don't want us to come up palapa cafe buzile. No. Sherry.
Okay, let me help you out.
Yeah.
Let me help you out. Most of the company bí Nàdẹ́kò ṣe gbojúgbajà tó ń gba gbogbo ìgboro mo nígbà tó máa fi parí ẹ̀ oníwọ̀n tó 200. That simply tells you pé èèyàn péréte ló máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìlú. Èèyàn péréte ló máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ àjàgbara. Tó bá ti di pé ẹ ti lọ pé ogunlọ́gọ̀ èèyàn sí ìgbà yẹn ló máa di rúwà ògiri wá. Ìgbà yẹn lẹ máa kẹ́ran mérò. When you have a few dedicated people, iṣẹ́ máa ṣe ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n what I know is this. Oníkálukú ló ní principle tó fi ń ṣiṣẹ́. Oníkálukú ló ní training tó gbà. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀fẹ́ṣù lábúlé, baálẹ̀ ń gbowó, ìyàwó ẹ̀ ń tò gógóró, ọmọ ń tagbó, ẹ sì lẹ́ẹ̀fẹ́ṣù lábúlé. If you are ready, then you will give the job, or rather, you would allow those who know the best and the most successful way. Láti fi ṣe nǹkan kó ṣe.
Yeah.
I gave Frank Bello an analogy one day. Mo ní tẹ́ bá lọ pọn omi lákùrọ̀, tẹ́ lọ pọn omi láyé ìgbà tí ò sómi ń Ìbàdàn. That was when I was going to primary school. We would have been up at 5:30. We would have gone to take water from well and every other place. I'm talking of 1966-67. What do you do to a muddy water? You can take a piece of alum and begin to wash that muddy water with the alum. But you will have to go and buy the alum first. And you may have to buy the large quantity depending on the quantity of water that you need or that you have. Or you may have to buy other chemicals to be able to wash the water clean. You may have to do what you were taught in primary school, secondary school, percolation. You put all manners of stones together, from the smallest stones to the biggest stones, and then when the water begins to percolate down, then you have clean water. But all of that will take time. You will need to spend a lot of money. But you know the best way for how to solve the problem of muddy water? Just put the bucket down and the mud will sink to the bottom. The mud will sink. Let the mud sink. Tó bá fi sílẹ̀ tó bá máa tó 30 minutes gbogbo ẹrọ̀fọ̀ yẹn á ti wá sísàlẹ̀ omi. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ lè yọ ògèrè omi yẹn kúrò mẹ́. You don't need to buy alum. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to spend money. You don't need to spend all the time making a percolator. So why don't you let the mud sink nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? Ìsìn ni ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe parí. Ìgbà táwọn kan sọ pé àwọn làwọn nìkan làwọn lè ṣe é. A fi wọ́n lẹ̀ àwòrán àbábá wọn jà ní. Àdẹ̀dì wọn lọ́wọ́ mú. Àìmọye ìgbà ìwọ TJ, Frambelo, Adé Thomas, Àbíkẹ́, ẹ pè mí, Mogaji fẹ́ yẹ kẹ́ bá lágbájá ṣiṣẹ́, mi ò lè bá irú èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́. But kí lẹ̀ ń pè mí fún? We don't have the same orientation. We don't have the same principles. We don't have the same cultivation. How do we work together? Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ kí n bá oníjìbìtì rìn? Kí jìbìtì ẹ̀ wá ta mí lára? Mi ò ṣáà jí ẹnì kankan mú. Mi ò ní kán má ṣe tiwọn. Nígbà tó bá ṣe Yorùbá rí iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Wọ́n rí iṣẹ́ táwa náà ń ṣe. Iṣẹ́ oníkálukú ló máa gba oníkálukú sílẹ̀. If you say we should come together, I don't have a problem with that. Nígbà tẹ́ pariwo títí, I called a meeting of all Yoruba leaders, didn't I?
Yes.
Retired soldier wa, retired general wa ńbẹ̀, retired AIG wa ńbẹ̀, former governor wa ńbẹ̀, Sister Tokunbo wa ńbẹ̀, Professor Akintoye gan mo pè ó wá. George Akinola mo pè ó wá. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Dèjì Òṣìgbógun mo pè ó wá. All the leaders of Afenifere wa, all the leaders of Voice of Reason wa, Yoruba Unity Forum wa, former deputy governor Koforo Alabokan wa wá. We were there. And gbogbo àtàwọn àtàṣe meeting yẹn jẹ́ ìwà about 32 or 30 something. And we came out and I wrote that communique and I signed it.
Yeah.
And there were 4 provisions. And I said, if by October 1, Buhari still has not restructured this nation, that was last year, I said we will be left with no other device other than to seek for our own self-determination. I wrote and signed it. So, I'm not going to tell you how I was harassed, but mo stand lórí òótọ́. So a pè wọ́n ìyẹn pé wọ́n jẹ́ wà ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tá a pè wọ́n tán tá a ṣe meeting tán kọ́ oníkálukú tún bá tiẹ̀ lọ oníkálukú ń ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ bó ṣe wù bó ṣe mọ bó ṣe yé.
Bàbá Mogaji, mo fẹ́ béèrè question kan tó tough tó dẹ̀ difficult ní ọwọ́ yín.
Let me tell you something. There's no question that is difficult. It is the answer that will be difficult for people to understand. It is the answer that will be difficult for people to accept. Yes. There's no question is difficult. Yeah. I want you to understand what I've just said.
Yeah.
There's no difficult question.
Now,
answer tí máa give ló máa wà difficult for àwọn ọkọ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti ṣàkólọ. Àwọn ọkọ tó lè gbé pride ò lè jẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ pé òǹkọ́ ni ń sọ. So ask your question.
Ẹ ṣeun bàbá mi. Ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ béèrè nísìn èmi ti ń béèrè ìbéèrè yẹn láti ọdún tó kọjá pé will there be any 2023 in Nigeria? Nísìn kò ṣe any 2023 in Nigeria. Will there be any 2023 in Oduduwa land? Baba, over to you.
The question is very simple to answer. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ only ó máa sọ bí òpin ṣe máa rí. Wọ́n ní ojú tó wá dá ẹni di ogbó kò ní tí àárọ̀ ṣe pín. Ibi tá wà lónìí ara orókun ara òra díẹ̀. To predict about 2023 is to predict chaos. Let me tell you something. We are in a state of chaos as it is. There is war in Nigeria as it is. Go to Adamawa, go to Sokoto, go to Plateau, go to Benue, go to Kaduna, go to Taraba. Níbo ni Ojisogun? Tell me, where is there? Where can we point out to that there is not a war going on? Finally, they've agreed that these people are terrorists. So, what are we talking about? If you are talking about terrorism occurring in no less than 12 out of 36 states on a daily basis, then what are you talking to me about 2022 or 2023 for? If it becomes 18 states, then what happens? That is half of the nation on fire. Sister Tokunbo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé Mogaji ṣó ti rí. Àwọn tó wà ní budget office mo pé ẹni tó jẹ́ abẹnugan bẹ̀ mo ní ẹ̀yin lẹ gbé kíní jáde. Ó ní ká sọ tòótọ́. Ó ní àti yáwó kọjá àlà. Ìyẹn ní ìkejì. Kò sí owó tá fẹ́ fi ṣe any new project. Gbogbo owó tó wà nílẹ̀ gbèsè la fẹ́ máa fi san. Kò dẹ̀ ní sí new project. Àwọn project àdẹ̀ dáwọ́lé ó máa wà money board ní lè ṣe. Ó láwọn ti rò síwájú àwọn ti rò sẹ́yìn kò sí nǹkan tó lè save Nigeria ju restructuring lọ. Ṣé mi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni? Bí federal government ló ní budget office àbí Western Nigeria ló ní àbí Gboyega Adejumo. Láàárín ara wọn gan wọ́n ti ń bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Now let me now tell you another àṣírí. Àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ abẹnugan, àwọn tó jẹ́ olórí lókè ọya wọ́n ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ẹjọ́ ń dorí Ọlọ́run. Ẹ má tí ì lọ. Ẹ fún wa ń tà ìdí ẹ̀. Àwa la mọ̀ páwa la ṣẹ̀yìn. Adẹ̀mọ eku ẹ̀dá tó dọ́rọ̀ ilẹ̀. Àwọ̀gbọ́n dá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Adẹ̀ ń sọ fún wọn pé ẹ̀ ń tàn wá ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ fi sí lẹ́nu, nǹkan tẹ́ ní kó ṣe ló ń ṣe. Wọ́n lè nǹkan táwọn ṣe tọ́wọ́ sọ pé kó ṣe kọ́ ló ń ṣe o. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ wọ́n jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin ò lọ́wọ́ sí, ẹ jáde sí gbangba, ẹ má wàá bá wa ní kọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jáde sí gbangba kẹ́ ní ìwọ ọkùnrin ìwọ ló ń ba Nàìjíríà jẹ́ o. Òwò ló fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn ará bí lọ o. Kíní kan. Ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò lè ṣe é. Ẹ̀bẹ̀ náà ń bẹ̀. Wáyé tó fi ń bẹ̀ wá. Wọ́n ń bẹ̀ wá nítorí wọ́n mọ̀ pé owó ẹ ti dágbá o. Things are falling apart and the center cannot hold. And ẹ fẹ́ ṣe election. Ṣé bí àwọn tó ń gé àwọn tó ti ní anti-aircraft missiles. Ṣé àwọn yẹn lẹ fẹ́ máa fi ṣe ẹ fẹ́ ṣe election? Nígbà tán bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jí INEC gbé, wọ́n ti jí DPO police station gbé, wọ́n ti attack NDA níbi tán ti ń train àwọn sójà. Kí ló dípò ló kù tán ti attack? Wọ́n ti attack governors méjì. Tó dá ló kù tán máa attack ń sìn.
Èèyàn kan níbí báyìí Bàbá Mogaji. Question yẹn ó wà lórí stream at the moment. Before I hand over the mic back over to the chairman, TJ. Olabode Oladele asked a question, and I think you are in a better position. Thank God that this stream came up today. The question is in front of the screen. Only Summit Group is campaigning for SD. Afenifere is clamoring for restructuring. So, which should we follow? Those spearheading the Summit Group are mainly Afeniferes, with one agenda for the Yorubas. SD, which I presume it is Summit Group or whatever, is what we carry in our heart. SD is what we carry in our heart.
Self-determination, don't pay SD.
Okay, Baba. Oh yeah, let me throw more light into that light.
Good. You see, nǹkan tí Baba Adébánjọ ti ń sọ láti bí ọdún méjì. Ṣùgbọ́n mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, mo ní kò sí question tó le. What is difficult for people will be the answer. Tí n bá sọ answer yìí lónìí tán, béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi ní another 2 months. Ipe ẹnìkan tún sọ báyìí. Simply because they don't want to listen.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa fọmọ́lẹ̀, ẹ bá wa fọ sílẹ̀.
Baba Adébánjọ ti sọ, Ipe òun ò lòdì sí self determination kò dẹ̀ lè bàbá Adébánjọ ò lè lòdì sí self determination.
Yes.
Wọ́n ò lè lòdì sí. Why will he be the one to say no? Why would Afenifere be the one to say no to self? Afenifere has never said no to self determination. If you did ever read Afenifere say no to self determination, Emuwa, I will resign from Afenifere that very day. Afenifere has never said that it is not in support. What Afenifere has said is that if we are going to be self-determination, ọ̀nà wo la fẹ́ gbé gbà tí òfin ní jẹ́ pé ó máa pa wá lára torí abiyamọ làwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀. Wọn ò dẹ̀ ní fẹ́ kí á lọ kóra wa síta yọ́yọ́ àwọn kan wà tí wọ́n ń pariwo wípé àwọn fẹ́ kúrò Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n fẹ́ sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ológun tó lọ ń fọ̀mù militia táwọn sójà ń lọ bẹ̀ tán pa wọ́n. Ó kéré tó wá ti pa 2,000 of the Igbo. Àdẹ̀fẹ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa ọgbọ́n jagbára lọ. Àdùbúlẹ̀ dẹ̀dẹ̀ ní Yorùbá.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ tán.
Ní sùúrù jẹ́ kí ẹ sọ ọkùnrin yẹn dáadáa. Ìbàdàn ni mo ti wá. Wọ́n ní Ìbàdàn májàmájà tá a fi kára wájú lẹ́rú tó mọ̀ túmọ̀ ẹ̀. Tí Ìbàdàn ní ẹ má jàjà a gbọ́dọ̀ jà. Ṣùgbọ́n at the end of the day a ti kó gbogbo àwọn tá a fẹ́ bá jà lẹ́rú. You don't go and tell somebody your strategy. If you tell somebody your strategy, then what are you going to take to war? So, Afenifere has never been against self-determination. But what we know is that the cheapest advocacy in this world, the cheapest lawyer in this world is compromise. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lè kóra yín lọ sílé ẹjọ́, ẹnìkan máa win, ẹnìkan máa lose. Ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá jókòó ní ìtúbínú ní tẹ́ bá jọ sọ̀rọ̀, méjèèjì win-win situation lẹ́wà. This is Adejumo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. We must sit down and negotiate. We must sit down and talk. Wọ́n jẹ́ pé a fẹ́ lọ náà ni we must sit down and talk. Ẹni tó bá lè bílí pé kì í ṣe pé a máa jókòó sọ, a máa gbébọn ni. Kó lọ gbébọn. Kó lọ gbébọn. Ẹ wo bí tí wọ́n ti àbúrò mi mọ́. Ní about I think kó tó di pé mo gbé COVID. Bóyá February ni mo ti invite Ìgbòho wá sílé mi.
O ṣe Sunday Ìgbòho.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Yes.
Yeah.
Mo wí invite wá ilé mi ló wá èmi mo mú lọ mú bàbá Adébánjọ. Alẹ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn àkúrọ̀dọ̀ wa Adébánjọ ní nǹkan bíi 8 àdélé Ibà Gani Adams until 10 àkúrò mi until 1 a.m. Adé tí tó gbogbo ẹ̀ pọ̀ bá ṣe máa ṣe àwọn kan tún lọ kó sí àbúrò mi nú. Ibi tó gbà lọ yẹn kò yẹ kó gbàbẹ̀ lọ. Nígbà tá à ń ṣe nàdẹ́kò àwọn tó fi Nàìjíríà lẹ́tọ́ láti lọ lexile General Kínyàdé orí ojú fèrèsé ló gbà tó fò gànà. Professor Bọ́lájí Akínyẹmí ó fò gànà. Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù nǹkan bíi 3 a.m. ló ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ jọ́ní ẹ̀. Kò sí kankan tó travel out of Benin Republic ní wọn Ghana ní gbogbo wọn ọgbà Benin bọ́ sí Togo.
Talent tó mọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ talent tó mọ ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí yìí.
Benin Republic.
Talent tó mọ ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí yìí.
Àwọn tó ń ṣe lọ́nà wọn bá wá já gbàdẹ́kò wọn mọ gbàdẹ́kò route wọn mọ bá ṣe ń ṣe. So ẹni tó bá lóun fẹ́ gbébọn kó gbébọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn àmọ́ ìpẹ́ àní gbébọn àdẹ̀ ní fara wa ṣé àní fọmọ wa ṣé àdẹ̀ máa gbà.
Chairman Tajudeen Engineer Rahim. Oya, over to you.
Mogaji, inú wa dùn púpọ̀. From my dear brother, Frambelo, is coming from the media point of view, and of course, wọ́n láti satisfy àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n béèrè àwọn questions yẹn.
Ìbéèrè.
But you have to also understand from my own point of view, from organization.
I understand the questions and I love the questions and I'm giving the answer, but I'm saying that people are not ready.
Exactly.
TJ, ní sùúrù.
Yeah.
Gbogbo wa la lọ sí school àbí? Ìdí ẹ̀ mo ní bèrè question yẹn rèé o, ní sùúrù. Ó ní ìgbà tí student bá wọnú classroom.
Yes.
Kí teacher tó dé o.
Yeah.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
If the students are not ready, the teacher cannot appear.
Exactly.
If the students are not ready, write it down. The teacher cannot appear.
Yeah.
If I shout from now till tomorrow and people are not ready to listen, believe me, they will come back with the same questions all over again.
Exactly.
Correct.
But that is why. That is why.
Torí àwọn tó ń tàn wọ́n sì ń tàn wọ́n.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó dìgbà tí wọ́n bá máa gbọ́, ó dìgbà tó bá jára wọn gbà, tó bá sọ pé eléyìí tẹ́ tàn wá tó. Then they will be ready to listen.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. But you see where I'm coming from, sir. Egbomi, it is very, very, very important you see where I'm coming from, sir. And I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you as well. Baba Abelo, you know it is, you know.
Oh yeah,
the point I am making is, rather than looking into people who doesn't understand it, I want to take this through a kind of educational, you know, a journey that they will see. Ìtorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe kọ́kọ́ béèrè pé kí ni Yoruba Summit Group?
Question. Before I will allow you to
let me help you out, please. Let me help you out. Tí máa ní kí gbogbo ọjọ́ mi máa fi lecture kí máa fi sọ fáwọn èèyàn báyìí èmi kò ní rí kankan gbé ṣe. Last Monday I met with the South. Tuesday ṣèbóni ni Sunday. Last Monday ìjẹ́ àbí jẹ́fà. I met with the South. Tuesday I travel lọ sí Ògbó ní Ìjẹ̀bú Òde ibi tán pè lókè Lámùrẹ́ a lọ ṣe meeting Afenifere caucus. Wednesday mo wà l'Abuja to meet with the Middle Belt. Kí ni mo ń ṣe? Iṣẹ́ bá a ṣe máa gba òmìnira wa náà ni mo ń bá lọ. Àwa nìkan ò lè dá lọ. Ẹni tó bá ní Yorùbá nìkan lè dá lọ, ó ń purọ́ ni. Ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ lọ́kàn rẹ̀ pé ó ń purọ́ ni. Àwọn kan tó ń pera wọn ní kíní kan Supreme Council, Káyọ̀dé Mọ̀lá, wọ́n pè mí sí meeting kan. Professor Banji Akíntóyè náà wà ńbẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Akọgun Tọ́lá Adéníyì náà wà ńbẹ̀. Àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan náà wà ńbẹ̀. Victor Taiwo wà ńbẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ sọ ńbẹ̀ mo ní tẹ́ bá fẹ́ máa tan àwọn èèyàn lè máa tan àwọn èèyàn bọ̀ Mogaji ò ní tan àwọn èèyàn. A lè dá lọ, àwa nìkan a lè dá lọ. Kò ṣeé ṣe. Ní Nàìjíríà lónìí, the Yoruba are a minority.
Okay, I think he'll be back. He'll be back.
He will be back.
So
I think
you see,
what I'm trying to. His system is frozen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it from his side?
Yeah, it is from that side. His system is frozen.
See, Baba Bello, what I
yeah. Ká parapọ̀. That was why.
Okay, he's back.
Nígbà tá a ṣe Yorùbá ní sùúrù, please. Nígbà tá a ṣe Ìbàdàn declaration yẹn, àwa náà ti ronú kọjá gbogbo bíi tẹ̀yìn ronú dé ní 2017. A pe àwọn Ìgbò, a pe Ọ̀hánèsè, a pe South, a pe Middle Belt Forum. Nígbà tí wọ́n rí wo nǹkan tá a ṣe fúnra wọn náà wá bá wa pé ẹjọ́ ẹjọ́ máa ṣe ìpàdé pọ̀. Orí ìyà tó ń jẹ ẹ̀yin oúnjẹ àwa àwọn Middle Belt ló tẹ̀ ń jẹ àwọn jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. That was when we formed the Southern Middle Belt Forum. Àwa mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin a sì ń fẹnu kò. Kì í ṣàwà nìkan là ń sọ̀rọ̀ ńsìn. The last meeting tá a ṣe l'Abuja bá a ṣe parí ẹ̀ the 4 zones làwọn North East àti North West Sango Abdullahi Sultan gbogbo wọn náà dé wọ́n ní àwọn fẹ́ bá a ṣe meeting bí a ti ń ṣe meeting lọ́wọ́. Sínú wa àwa SSNBLF là ń ṣe meeting kí ló kàn yín North East àti North West wọ́n ní tàbá fi ti ń ṣe àlè ní àlàáfíà lọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà wọ́n fi tiwa ṣe ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó wà ní Middle Belt lónìí àwọn sọ pé àwọn tẹ̀tẹ̀ bá wa lọ kẹbàá mọ bí tá a ti ṣiṣẹ́ dé ṣùgbọ́n a gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ náà síta nítorí àwọn agbẹ̀yìn gbọgbọdẹ àmọ́ tí ó lọ àtú àṣírí wa ìyẹn ní ìkejì àwa náà gbọ́n jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ kí dẹ̀ ṣe oníṣẹ́ àbẹ tó bá ṣe dópin àwa ò dẹ̀ sínú àwọn tó ń tànyàn ẹni ó lẹ́tí gbọ́ ogbó inú mi nígbà fi sórí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tábàlà àjọ máa Awólọ́wọ̀ lè rí ẹ̀tàn nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tiwa and that is why ẹni tó bá ń fẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ dídùn èmi náà lè máa wá sí ní bíbá kíní pé àwa ti kúrò ní gbogbo rọ̀fọ̀rọ̀fọ̀ yẹn àti máa lọ láti 2020 tó lè máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n òfúùtù fẹ́ tẹ̀ ní kò sí òótọ́ ẹyọ kan bẹ́ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni so
bí èmi tí ń bá kúrọ́ mi ò ní lè sùn lóru.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni
àwọn fún àtọ́ lè kúrọ́ gbowó jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé wọ́n á sùn fàlàlà wọ́n á tún jí wọ́n á tún wọ ọgbọ́n tó máa tún fi gbà mí ìjọ kejì èmi ò lè ṣe. I rather tell you the truth whether you like it or not you take it if you don't like it don't take it but nǹkan kan ló dá mi lójú o ibi tí Afẹ́nifẹ́re dúró sí ni gbogbo yín ti ń bọ̀ bá kò dẹ̀ sí láti 1951 ibi tí Afẹ́nifẹ́re bá sọ pé Yorùbá ń lọ ní Yorùbá ń lọ we've been speaking for Yoruba since 1951. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ kà sílẹ̀ lónìí pé Awólọ́wọ̀ ṣe ó ń lo góòlẹ̀ Yorùbá. Skyscraper owó náà tún ti kọ́ apart from Cocoa House láti ìjọ tí Awólọ́wọ̀ ti fìjọba lẹ̀, Afenifere ti fìjọba lẹ̀, èwo náà tún kọ́. Gbogbo ilé tí Jákàndé kọ́ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́, èwo ni ìjọba ká gbogbo ìjọba tó ti dé láti 1999, èwo ló kọ́ ìdajì ilé tí Jákàndé kọ́ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Títí Jákàndé ṣe sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti 1999, 21 years. Lélẹ̀ tí Jákàndé ṣe lọ́dún mẹ́rin, èwo ló ṣe lè tó tó? Afenifere ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. So now, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
So ẹ máa gbọ́ nígbà tẹ́lẹ̀ ta ni ẹ bá dìbò fún Buhari, ẹ dìbò fún Buhari, àbí ibi tá a wà tá a ti ní ẹ má dìbò fún náà lẹ padà wá bá wa. So ibi tí Yorùbá ń lọ náà ẹ máa padà wá bá wa ń bẹ̀ náà ni. But ó lè pẹ́ o, àwọn tó ń purọ́ sì máa purọ́ o, àwọn tó sì máa ra rọ́ sì máa ra rọ́ o, ṣùgbọ́n ibi tá a wà náà lẹ padà wá because àwa ò ṣe nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ àbòsí. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ṣàbòsí nínú wa àmọ́ àtẹ̀ ní láti ìbàjá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn alálẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ̀ bá ṣe máa dín pẹ̀lú ẹni náà. Nítorí ààrẹ ṣe pé ìkan ní ààrẹ má ṣe pé mọ́. Institution ààrẹ jagunjagun ni ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa gùn. Èpè ààrẹ rẹ̀ láti ṣẹ. Àbí tó bá jẹ́ pé òun tó bá dalẹ̀ Yorùbá ló kù. Á dẹ̀ sọ á ní àdàbí tó ń bá dalẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ṣé pé rẹ̀ ò ti jà báyìí? Ṣé àṣírí àwọn alábòsí ò ti tú báyìí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Now, Mogaji, I need to come. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, I will have to come in. I will have to come in here. Ẹ má bínú. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ lénìí, ó pọ̀ gan. But I want that conversation yẹn kó máa come back into solution. Because from ẹ má bínú ẹ jẹ́ kí n because ìbéèrè mi mo mọ̀ pé tí bàbá Bello bá dé ń ṣe báyìí mo mọ̀ pé àwọn fẹ́ máa béèrè gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ but that is another side, that is not mine. It's very important, don't get me wrong, but my own is to find a way tó jẹ́ pé ẹni tí ò yé bó ṣe máa yé information tí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ bó ṣe máa mọ̀ organization perception tó ní lórí àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí ò yé wọn bí ó ṣe máa yé wọn from the organization or from the media point of view. That is what is paramount to me and paramount to my organization, because I'm at the end of the day we still have to bring all this matter to you. So now my point is Yoruba Summit Group and Afenifere, and gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ìyá wa wọ́n tún confirm ẹ̀ lẹ́ni tí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ tún gbọ́ àǹtí Awolowo wa, and she said Afenifere will be there till kingdom come. It is the institution tí Yoruba ní as of now. Yeah? So, Baba, we have got to a point whereby how do we incorporate the rest? Èmi mọ̀ pé àìmọye àwọn nǹkan tó ti kù díẹ̀ káàtó ti ṣẹlẹ̀, but èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ gan àìmọye ìbà lórúkọ jẹ́ tí mo ti rí. Èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ gan nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ self determination ẹlòmíì gan kọjá àwọn làwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn ṣe kíkí tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ gan wá ní pé who are you, shut up. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, but that Sherry Mogaji, I want that solution, positivity, and I want to use this opportunity of one particular man. Tájọ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà kan afẹ́ ẹ̀já ó ní nítorí nǹkan tóun tó sọ ń pa mi ni Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ó ní, but later on when we now talking irú ẹ̀gbọ́n Túndé David Hamilton, he is there now to hear and to listen to what I'm telling him, and quite a number of people now ojú wọn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ńlá sí. So that is why I am saying pàápàá jùlọ àwa tá wà ní diaspora bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọ́n gbọ́, but síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n ti gbà tán, kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe pé ó ti yé wọn. And can we completely blame them? No. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ o, because ohun tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí mi ò ní sọ wípé gbogbo blame yẹn àwọn tí a sọ̀rọ̀ fún tí ò yé ni gbogbo blame yẹn. No, this problem gbogbo wa ni. So how do we solve it? That is my own problem.
Let me explain something to you.
Yes, sir.
Bó pariwo títí wọ́n ní bá gúnyán nínú ewé tá a ṣe bẹ̀ nínú èpo ẹ̀pà.
Ẹni tó máa yọ ayọ̀.
Ẹni tó máa yọ ayọ̀. Ṣé o gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo wí o?
Àtàbá gúnyán nínú ewé, tàbá ṣe bẹ̀ nínú èpo ẹ̀pà. Ẹni máa yọ ayọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá.
Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá wa fi ilé pọ̀ títa fọ̀nà roka. Ẹni tẹ́bí sì máa pa o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Nítorí pé ẹgbẹ̀rún ìmọ̀ràn kò tó tinú mi ni màá ṣe. Kí ni mo wí?
Ẹgbẹ̀rún mìíràn.
Ìmọ̀ràn.
Kò tó tinú mi.
1,000 words of advocacy.
It is nǹkan tó wà.
Cannot even match what is the intention right inside of.
Yes, correct.
Ṣebí Jésù wá sáyé, ṣèbọ́mọ́ Ọlọ́run la pè. Ṣebí ànábì wá sáyé, ṣé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí Jésù sọ làwọn èèyàn gbà ni? Ṣé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tánàbì sọ làwọn èèyàn gbà ni? Náà ń gbà tí Jésù wá sáyé, ṣó ní microphone àbò ní loudspeaker? Àbò kọ̀wé kankan? Ṣèbọ́rọ̀ náà ló sọ. Ṣèbí wọ́n pa àbí wọ́n pa?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So bá a sọ títí bá a wà láti sìn tí the next week. Ẹni tí ò ní yé kò ní gbọ́. Ẹni tó dẹ̀ máa yé díẹ̀díẹ̀, a máa yé díẹ̀díẹ̀. There cannot be a solution that can be given to anybody today. Ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ lọmọ ilé tí jẹ àásọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá lè sọ. Tó bá ọ̀dẹ̀ sọ, Yorùbá ní òyìnbó ló sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní the word is enough for the wise.
Word for the wise, yes.
Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ lóyìnbó sọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
Wọ́n òyìnbó gan ó ṣí, ọ̀rí kò gbà tán, half ló gbà. Yorùbá ní ààbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lásọ fọ́mọlúàbí. Half of it. Òyìnbó ní èèwọ̀ is enough for the wise. Yorùbá ní ààbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lásọ fọ́mọlúàbí. Eléyìí tí mo ti sọ lónìí ṣé ò ti jọ àbọ̀ lọ báyìí.
Sherry, let
me.
Now, Mogaji, people are listening all the way from America, Germany, Canada,
from
everywhere.
All over the world.
Only one thing, tí wọ́n béèrè fún ni pé, how do we go?
The way forward.
What next? The way forward. And I understand it. Oh yeah me. She understand. And
well, I'm not going to let out strategy.
No. Hear me out. Listen,
I will not let out strategy.
I am not going to.
We have our strategy.
Yes.
We have the way we want to go about it, but we are not going to start broadcasting it.
No.
From here.
I totally agree.
Just wait. One of our leaders, Nikogi, Afenifere, in fact, the leader of Afenifere, Kogi, has just received a summons by the DSS to appear in Lokoja on Tuesday, 7th of December. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó sọ, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Gumi tó wá sí Kogi land. Àárín ọ̀tá la wà. Èmi ti sọ ilé ètò ju gbogbo yẹn lọ lórí tẹlifíṣàn. Kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ń pè mí. But what I know is that àwọn tó lọ́gbọ́n tó lóye wọ́n wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ Afẹ́nifẹ́re. Bàbá Olúfáláyé. Bàbá Olúfáláyé was secretary to government, was minister for finance, and he did not receive one kobo salary.
Yeah, throughout.
Èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ ó wà ní ìwé tí wọ́n kọ. Babangida dẹ̀ fọwọ́ sí ìwé yẹn. He did not receive one kobo of salary.
Yeah.
He was managing director of a merchant bank.
Nigerian merchant bank.
Yes. And he told Babangida that the only reason why I can, on why I will allow myself to serve under you is if I take a leave of absence from my bank. And the bank will continue to pay my salary. I won't receive one kobo. And I will not live in government house.
Ashiri?
What is Afenifere for you?
Or Ashiri?
It's in his book.
Yeah, but a lot, Mogaji, a lot of people
it's
don't.
in his book.
A lot of
When
people,
he turned
no,
18, it's in
gbogbo
his book.
àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ ń pa eléyìí.
Bí tí mo bọ̀rọ̀ lọ ní pé àwọn tó lọ́gbọ́n lórí wà Afenifere. I just mentioned Dr. Okuromu. Èèyàn mélòó ni irú countries mélòó ló máa ní irú Dr. Okuromu? First degree Harvard, best result. Second degree Harvard, best result. PhD Harvard. Ẹ wá ní pé Yorùbá tún lack ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àtòye. But agbára wo la ní àsí ìjọba? Ìgbà tá a wà níjọba a ṣe mistake torí ìgbà tá a dá Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ló wá join wa a ṣe proper sifting. Ẹni wọ́n máa join Afẹ́nifẹ́re láyé àtijọ́ wà á kọ́kọ́ ṣoṣù mẹ́sàn-án tí wọ́n máa fi yẹ̀ ẹ́ wò. Ìwé ọwọ́rọ̀ mélòó ló ti kà? Wọ́n máa béèrè questions lọ́wọ́ ẹ kó tó di pọ́n gbà fún ẹgbẹ́ láti jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́. Ìsìn anybody oníkàlùkù ẹgbẹ́ kan wó lónìí wọ́n tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan lọ́la.
A máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sìn.
Kò sí criteria, kò sí nǹkan kan, kò sí pé mo ń bọ̀. O lè sọ pé o fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ tó belong sí calligraphy and painting society kò má mọ̀ nípa painting.
Láíláí.
O lè sọ pé o fẹ́ jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ engineering society kò má mọ̀ nípa engineering.
Láíláí.
But àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó ń dá Johnson irúwọ́ ògiri wa náà ló ṣe wá ló ṣàwá náà ní 1999 tó jẹ́ pé irú Tinubu tí ò ṣàfẹ́nifẹ́re rí láti àárọ̀ dé alẹ́ Primrose ẹgbẹ́ Yar'Adua ló wà.
Ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí rẹ̀ o.
Pẹ̀lú Àtíkù òun ló fi wá join wa òun ló fi di pé
àṣírí rẹ̀ o.
wọ́n ní tí ọmọ àlè inú ilé kan bá tí ìdàgbà òun ilé yẹn ṣì máa tòrò.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So àwọn tá a kó mọ́ àwọn tá a fi kẹ́ran mérò wọ́n dàrin wa rú ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó sì jẹ́ tiwa náà jẹ́ tiwa. Nígbà tí Tinubu lọ èèyàn mélòó ló tẹ̀lé lọ? Àwọn tó tẹ̀lé lọ ò jẹ́ àwọn tó ń fún lówó lọ. Àwọn the leaders, none of the leaders went. Àwọn tó wá fi Afẹ́nifẹ́re gba kò sí ìrànwọ́ fi gba gọ́vnà náà tẹ̀lé lọ. Àwọn tó fẹ́ jẹ chairman local government, àwọn tó fẹ́ jẹ gọ́vnà, àwọn tó fẹ́ jẹ senator, àwọn náà tẹ̀lé lọ. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ń bọ̀ náà bá dé báyìí nìsín. Níbo náà bá dé báyìí ẹ jẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, so ṣẹ́rí kò sí kankan kò of course we know.
Ní sùúrù ọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ lónìí. Nígbà tí ọmọ bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì ti kú, kó tó di pé ọmọ bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì ti kú, Tinubu ti wá sí Àkúrẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nígbà tí ọmọ bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì ti kú, ó wá. Ẹ máa gbọ́ dáadáa o. Nígbà tí Yínká kú, ó pàdé mi lọ́dọ̀ bàbá. Ọmọ tí ẹ kú wà lọ bẹ̀ náà. A bá lọ, àbọ̀mọ̀ ẹ̀ kú.
A máa bọ́rọ̀ débẹ̀.
Dálẹ̀ yìí.
Ọmọ
ṣé pé a máa bá ọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ ní alẹ́ yìí. Ok, ó yá ẹ carry on. Tí o bá ti rẹ bàbá Mogaji.
Ọmọ wo. Please let me answer this call. Tell my brother that I'm on Zoom call. Hello sir. So ọmọ tí wa Yínká kú tí ìṣọmọ bíbí inú leader ọmọ bíbí inú tí ẹ kú. Àwọn ò lọ́bẹ̀. Ààrẹ ò yá. Ó lọ sí France. Ó kọ́ lọ sí London from there ó gbàgbé lọ sí France. Ó dé àlọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ó ti kọ́kọ́ lọ Àkúrẹ́ tó kọ́ lọ Túbá. Ọdún òun gbà tó tún lọ sí Àkúrẹ́ ńgbà tí ọmọ bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì ti kú ó fẹnu ẹ̀ wá rọ̀f. Where are the cows? Ó lè máa bèrè where are the cows mọ́ lónìí báyìí.
So now, Sherry, Baba Mogaji, àwọn series of questions kan wà ẹjọ́ tó long because I want it to be a kind of so jẹ́ pé give and take. A lot of questions ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wa ńbí akàn máa ṣe ní pérépéré bàbá tó bàbá
èèyàn kan throw question
hold on yes let
question yẹn ó ní èèyàn yẹn dẹ̀ ó ti ń throw Princess Lola ọmọ Charming Baba Mogaji, are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
Ẹni yẹn sọ pé let Papa Mogaji tell us what we don't know, please.
What we don't what?
Only any they want to know, they want you to tell them what they don't know. So we shouldn't cut you short.
What they don't know?
Yeah, they don't want us to cut you short. Either myself or TJ, they want to hear everything because I have told everybody knew this is the mother of all streams, and you are now telling them what they don't know, and they want to know more, and they don't want TJ or myself
no,
to
we don't
cut
stop.
you short.
We don't cut him short. But what I'm saying is that
I mean, it is there.
yeah.
Posted it.
What we're saying is that there are
I have to look after my own viewers too.
There are thousands of questions, yeah, and we want to get the best out of this interview, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so please, any question for now, please. Let's just hold it now. Baba Mogaji, we know that many organizations was to jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti forí ṣánpọ́, tó dẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti fi gbowó, tó dẹ̀ pé ìjà ló tẹ̀yìn gbẹ̀yìn. But at the same time, ìyẹn ò stop yìí pé àwọn tó fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ wa ò fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ wa. Ìyẹn ò stop yìí pé àwọn tó fẹ́ invade wa. In fact, inú wọn dùn pé wọ́n invade wa lọ sí ni. Yeah. So now, to me now, I want us to talk more about that institution. Afenifere institution, the social institution, and I want people to understand.
Let me help you out.
Yeah.
Let me help you out. Ẹgbẹ́ mẹ́ta wo ni Afenifere ti dá sílẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ mẹ́ta tí ààrẹ polongo ẹ̀ síta. Ẹgbẹ́ mẹ́ta. Nígbà tá a dá Yorùbá Summit Group sílẹ̀ kò sáriwo. Kò rẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ sáriwo. Ẹgbẹ́ kejì tá a dá sílẹ̀ ó ní SMBLF tó comprise of South-South, South-East, Middle Belt and the South-West. Kò sáriwo. À ń ṣe meeting wa lọ. Papa Clark ó ní chairman, Baba Adebanjo ní deputy chairman, Dr. Kogu ó ní leader of the Middle Belt, Professor Obiozo ó ní leader of Ohanese. In fact, àwa la parí ìjà láàrin Ohanese àti IPOB. Ẹgbẹ́ kẹta tá a dálẹ̀ náà ń pè ní Southwest Security Stakeholders Group. Wọ́n mo fi sọ pé people are not listening. Torí nǹkan tó fẹ́ gbọ́, nǹkan tẹ́lòmíì ń sọ kò wọ̀ wọ́n létí. Ìyẹn ló dẹ̀ ṣe pàtàkì jù.
Yeah.
Tá bá lọ bá ààrẹ Gani Adams pé ààrẹ ó yá, ààrẹ ní ò tí ì dìde o. Ó dìgbà tí àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ó dìgbà tá Afẹ́nifẹ́re bá ní ó yá. Ó mọ nǹkan tó ń sọ. Because ààrẹ cumulatively ó ti lò 40 months in detention lé ayé ẹ̀. Tèbí 48 months ní ọdún mẹ́rin. Ó lò 3.5 years. Ìgbòho ṣe lò 4 months láì. Òun ti lò 40. So ó yé dáadáa. Ìgbà kan tó náà tó ní youthful exuberance tó náà tó ń pariwo síta ìjọba wọ́n ti sọ fún bó ṣe jẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ó ló ṣe jáde kúrò nínú ọ̀fìn. Gbogbo ìgbà tó bá wọnú ọ̀fìn báyà Afẹ́nifẹ́re ló mú jáde. So ó mọ̀ pé tó ń bá da sílẹ̀ òun da sílẹ̀ sọ́nà àfẹ́ ó dẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé tó ń bá máa ṣe òun aláti gbà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbà tó ń bá da sílẹ̀ ọrùn wọn lòun da sí. Àbẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ rí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn tó bá lọ́gbọ́n tó bá lóye á mọ̀ ẹ́ pé wọ́n ní kọ́mọdé má dégbò. Wọ́n sọ pé ọmọdé kọ́ má dégbò ẹ̀yìn. Tó bá ti lè ní ìyà tó máa bá ṣe.
Tó máa bá mọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́dẹ́ wá tì í síbì kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kó má gbàṣẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó ní. Òun náà wá dàbí ọmọ òrukàn ni. Igboho's lawyer has come out now and said Igboho has now become an orphan. Ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣọ́fàn níbi tí a bá iṣẹ́ èdè lónìí Afẹ́nifẹ́re ló ṣiṣẹ́ èdè bẹ̀ tí wọ́n tí ò fi padà sí Nàìjíríà náà fi mú padà. Wọ́n gbé plane dé Benin Republic báyìí kó máa gbé bọ̀. So a dá ẹgbẹ́ yẹn sílẹ̀ à ń pè ní Southwest Security Stakeholders Group. Kò sí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó wà security related tí ò sí mẹ́. Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà 1, Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà 2, gbogbo OPC, àwọn vigilante, bàbá Jimali lórí wọn kọ́nà wọn fọ̀run kẹ́ wọn. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́dẹ hunters wọ́n wà ńbẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ tá a kó jọ 16 àtàwọn tó tún jẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ àdúgbò gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọmọ ológun wọn láti ṣe in fact Ìbà fún rẹ̀ ra motorcycle 10 Afẹ́nifẹ́re ra 10 mo yàn mọ̀ bóyá rí fídíò yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé rí fídíò yẹn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
A ti ra 20 motorcycles fún wọn a tó ti ra another 5 ó ti pé 25 motorcycles fún wọn sí a dẹ̀ ti pín a tún máa tún rà a dẹ̀ ń ṣe meetings káàkiri the last one tá a ṣe Kogi láti máa lọ ṣe next one sí the last one tá a ṣe Abẹ́òkúta láti ṣe the police commissioner came to Abẹ́òkúta to the venue of the meeting ó ní bọ́n ṣe gbọ́ pé Yorùbá security stakeholders group ń bọ̀ ó ní 70% àwọn Fúlàní tó wà nínú igbó tó wà ní Ògùn ni wọ́n sá lọ recording ẹ̀ wà ọmọ lè sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sí yín o kẹbàá mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ la ṣe ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ìparọ́ fún Yorùbá ìyẹn ìkíní ìkejì àìpariwo ara wa síta torí àgbá òfìfo ló ń dún tábà ti pariwo síta àṣẹ báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn táwọn máa mọ̀ pé ibí yìí la fẹ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ gbà àwọn náà dẹ̀ wá bá ṣe máa káńtà wa. So we have community policing in place as we speak. So jẹ́ pé bí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ níbì kan àwọn Southwest State Security Stakeholders Southwest Security Stakeholders Group members wọn immediately ìmí nǹkan kò tẹ̀ tí ní ṣẹlẹ̀ kan ti máa lọ síbẹ̀. Eléyìí tẹ́ gbọ́ ní ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí wípé ní Ondo State buses 3 ń kó àwọn Fúlàní bọ̀ pẹ̀lú nǹkan ogun tí àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ní pé wọ́n tà wọ́n lólobó ààrẹ ló ta wọ́n lólobó àwọn ọmọ ààrẹ ni wọ́n get information yẹn láti Kogi State ní ààrẹ pé Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn meanwhile ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn state governors torí kò sí state náà tí Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn wà tí ò sí OPC tó jẹ́ at least half of the Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn.
Yes.
So àwọn ọmọ ààrẹ ni wọ́n sọ pé a ti rí àwọn ará bíbá ìtàn táwọn lólobó táwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn fi gbá wọn mú tán fi rí kan náà bọ́sìsì ẹ̀ iṣẹ́ la ṣe débẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n káwọn máa pariwo sórí social media a ti rí wọn o kìíní kan o ṣán lè rí wọn gbámú ṣé ẹdí nǹkan tó ń ṣe Yorùbá ara nǹkan tó ń ṣe wá is the indiscriminate use of the social media.
Correct.
ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ti lè ní data báyìí ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ streaming ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ program ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ebú ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọkúsọ eléyìí tó rí àtẹlẹ́yìí tí ò rí á sọ eléyìí tó gbọ́ àtẹlẹ́yìí tó formulate á gbé jáde àwọn kan dẹ̀ máa gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tó ń pa wá kú gan-an lọ nìyẹn. So tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí là ń ṣe à ń ṣe ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má gbàgbé pé the same Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ká tó lè dá sílẹ̀ ojú wa rí màbo nínú ilé yìí lẹ́yìn mi ń bì this is my study I have a letter this is from Oyo State Security Network Agency. This letter is from Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn to me thanking me for the job I did for them. Nínú ilé yìí mi ò bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan kan sọ pé ṣẹ́ báyìí mo ṣe f'Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn mi ò pariwo ara mi síta nítorí pé ọ̀rọ̀ security kìí ṣe nǹkan tó ń gbé sórí afẹ́fẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So bá a ṣe ń ṣe lọ là ń fi ọgbọ́n òye àti ìmọ̀ tọ́nà ń fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá la fi ń ṣe àwọn tí wọ́n ń pariwo síta tó ń ṣe platform tó ń kàn ń pariwo tó ń sọ̀sọ́kúsọ tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ èèpà ń parẹ́ ẹ̀ ló ń pajá ni èèpà ó ń parẹ́ ẹ̀ ló ń pajá àwọn gan-an ń ṣe ibi sílẹ̀ Yorùbá jù ẹ̀bú Ọ̀ọ̀ni ẹ̀bú Aláàfin ẹ̀bú gbá ẹ̀bú àwo ẹ̀bú ààrẹ ẹ̀bú gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá mọṣẹ́ táwọn yẹn ń ṣe kọ̀mpútà tó wà lé ààrẹ tó bí 4 information nínú lójúmọ́ gbogbo ibi táwọn cells Fúlàní wà.
Bàbá ẹjọ́ àfẹ́kẹ́ ẹ má bínú àfẹ́kẹ́ tí ẹ lọ into that.
The fact is èèyàn lè máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ kó máa fi ọjọ́ ilé ayé ẹ̀sìn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá káwọn kan máa wọnú sí lára.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìtorí ẹ̀ la ṣe fẹ́ pé kẹ́kẹ́ ẹ̀ go into details lórí because mo mọ̀ pé.
ó máa ń dùn mí lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ìgbà tó bá yá máa gbọ́ ìgbà tó bá yá kò wá dùn mí mọ́ mo wá fi wọ́n lẹ̀ pé kò tiẹ̀ nígbà bá sọ títí báyìí ní ìsìn àwọn tó jẹ́ èèyàn tèmi gidigidi gan ìlú èbó gan ni wọ́n wà ẹni tó súnmọ́ mi jù ìlú èbó ló wà á ní Mọ́gàjí máa fi mí lẹ̀ ibi tó bá wu àwọn Yorùbá kan bára wọn dé àwa ń ṣe tiwa lọ a fẹ́ pè mí sí màá ní Yorùbá eléyìí gan tí mo wá ṣe yìí gan mo kàn mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ wá ṣe ni nítorí Frambello ó bẹ̀ mí títí mo ní mi ò mo ti sọ lórí program ẹni tó mọ̀ pé mi ò jáde sórí tẹlifíṣọ̀n lórí platform àmì ìṣẹ́mọ́ ó tó gẹ́ ọmọ léfì torí gbogbo nǹkan tí oníkálukú ń ṣe á jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
màá jèrè tèmi tí n bá purọ́ tí n bá dalẹ̀ màá jẹ́
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
tó bó ṣe rí nìyẹn náà jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ nǹkan kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ last week fún ẹ ẹni tí mo ló súnmọ́ mi pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ báyìí tó wà lóyìnbó ó pè mí so ó wá rí ọmọ kan dẹ̀ fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ kékeré ó wà ní Nàìjíríà ní ó dá bí ẹ̀ ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní àmà tí ẹ̀dá kẹ́yà Afẹ́nifẹ́re kẹ́ ẹ lọ ní àkáǹtò mo bá kú sẹ́rìn mo ní ara ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ káàkiri mo ní báwo la ṣe fẹ́ debunk irọ́ yẹn mo ní 15 years ago ló lèmi ti ń dáwó sínú àkáǹtì Afẹ́nifẹ́re 15 years ago ni mo ti ń dáwó sí àkáǹtì Afẹ́nifẹ́re pé wáyé àkáǹtì Afẹ́nifẹ́re ti wà even before then mo ní for 15 years ago mo ní ó da ọmọ jẹ́ ń fún ẹ lákáǹtì Afẹ́nifẹ́re mo ní ìjọba mo ní phone app ó lò ní mo bá kọ àkáǹtì fún mo ní kí ló gbé jáde ó ní Afẹ́nifẹ́re ó ní báyìí táwọn ẹ̀fí máa ń purọ́ mo ní ìyẹn nìkan tó tí ì gbọ́ ni ọmọ yẹn bá fi 10,000 sí àkáǹtì wa.
ṣé 10,000 pounds àbí 10,000 naira.
10,000 naira ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí.
ok.
ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí bó ṣe fi 10,000 sí gbàgàm báyìí mo ti mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ torí tó bá wọ àkáǹtì àtọ̀ tó bá jáde a lọ sọ́dọ̀ deputy leader a lọ sọ́dọ̀ financial secretary a lọ sọ́dọ̀ leader emeritus baba Fáṣọ̀rántì a dẹ̀ lọ sọ́dọ̀ acting leader baba Adébájọ ọ̀nà mẹ́rin yẹn làkáǹtì ní aláàtì máa dún gbogbo bá dẹ̀ jáde náà ọ̀nà mẹ́rin yẹn làkáǹtì máa dún so èmi ti mọ̀ pé 10,000 tó wọlé yìí aláàtì máa dún mo sáré pé deputy leader mo ní deputy leader nǹkan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ o wọ́n láwọn ará aláàtì wọ́n ní kí n fún mi ní orúkọ ọmọ yẹn wéré bá fún wọn ní orúkọ wọ́n máa pe ọmọ yìí wọ́n ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àwọn la fẹ́ ṣe meeting lógbo bọ̀ kì í ṣe general meeting caucus ni bọ̀ máa fẹ́ jẹ́ kó wá máa fẹ́ fi ẹ́ kó lọ omi bàbá Adébájọ ọmọ ní ọmọ kékeré lè bí o ọkọ̀ ọmọ mi ò mọ tí mo ṣe tí mo ọmọ bá bẹ̀ sí gbọ̀n bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìgbà tá a dógbò wọ́n ti gbé sí bàbá létí bàbá ní èmi ò ríwé eléyìí rí o ọmọ tí ò mọ̀ wá rí ó dédé fún wa ní 10,000 wọ́n ṣàdúrà náà pàtẹ́wọ́ fún ọmọ wọ́n ní kó wá ọmọ ní òun ṣiṣẹ́ kan lọ́wọ́ òun ráyè wá. That is to tell you how we value things ní Afẹ́nifẹ́re 10,000 naira yẹn apàtẹ́wọ́ aṣàdúrà fún ọmọ especially.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
kò béèrè nítorí nǹkan sọ ní pé ìbádẹ́ẹ̀dákẹ́ lákàntó torí ó ti gbọ́ wọ́n ti purọ́ pé lákàntó. So irọ́ mélòó ni ká máa debunk ọmọ yẹn his name is Kolade Awal.
Okay. Now you are hearing the real gist.
Kolade Awal.
Kolade Awal.
Kolade Awal. A-W-A-L. Kolade Awal lórúkọ ẹ̀.
Ẹ máa gbọ́ o.
So irọ́ mélòó la fẹ́ já ọ̀rọ̀ mélòó la fẹ́ sọ.
Bàbá Mogaji.
Bàbá gbóná nínú èpo bàbá gbóná
nínú odó bàbá ṣẹbẹ̀ ẹ̀tọ́ mayo.
Bọ́dẹ̀ bá fi ilé pọ̀ títẹ̀ ìfọ̀ ìrọ̀rọ̀kà ẹni tí ò ní yó náà.
Bàbá Mogaji kí lẹ rí sọ because a ti pẹ́ lórí òpó ìsinmi ìdẹ̀fẹ́ stress me too much mi fẹ́.
My brother Délé aṣáájú gan tó wà níbí ní ìsìn màá fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹ wá kí wọn
mi ò fẹ́.
ẹ wá kí wọn kí wọn ẹ jókòó.
Ẹ kálẹ́ o.
Ẹ jókòó.
Okay, chairman, over to you. You take over.
Baba Dele, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o, ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta o. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Ẹ sọ Yorùbá, àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní kẹ́ sọ Yorùbá.
A ti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà in fact ẹ ti pè wá ń gbà tẹ wà Nàìjíríà àti ń gbà tẹ lọ sí Kútọ́nù a fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa just a little bit of what you have been doing going back and forth Nigeria Kútọ́nù just to make sure that
Sunday Igboho
is in the right hand. Over to you, sir.
Ṣé gan mi ò lè sọ púpọ̀. I can't say much of.
Fẹ́ pé kẹ́ lọ too deep. Yes.
Mi ò lè sọ púpọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. It's highly sensitive. We involve a lot of people, so mi ò lè sọ púpọ̀. All I can tell you is pé he's doing fine.
Thank you.
It's okay. It's okay. He's doing fine.
Thank you.
And ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ ni pé Afenifere is the only social cultural organization totally responds to Sunday Igboho without him even asking. So ẹ jẹ́ ká fi yẹn sílẹ̀ síbi tó wà yẹn. Let's leave it. Tó ti yé yín.
Benny. Now,
Okay.
Sherry, there is a project you are thinking about. Adegbagbe, because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wọ́n rí pé ogun tó fi ń jà wá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ń ṣe ogun nǹkan ogun nìkan bí kì í ṣe pé ogun oúnjẹ. Àwọn tí òkè ya wọ́n dẹ̀ ń believe wípé àwọn làwọn ń bọ̀ wá. Kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe àwọn Hausa Fúlàní yìí.
Any sùúrù ẹ fún mi ní ìṣẹ́jú kan. I need to organize something for my.
Yeah, ẹ jẹ́ kí ṣé kí bàbá kan ṣe.
Aṣáájú máa padà wá.
Yeah.
What is the time? We only have a few minutes.
Yeah, ká Aṣíwájú padà. Aṣíwájú wà ńbẹ̀ yẹn.
Yes, Aṣíwájú wà. No.
Aṣíwájú ti kúrò ńbẹ̀.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me quickly I think
When we take care of my brother, what do we have in the house? There is bread. Only because of mosquito. There is bread. There is stew. Where you share a bite,
Something very small.
any one day bread.
Emma worry èèyàn. This is part of the
Sorry, I did not be no.
Yeah. Bàbá wa ẹ ṣé o àní gba púpọ̀ jù nínú àkókò yín náà. Bàbá Mogaji èmi àti ń sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. And àwọn tó jẹ́ èèyàn ti tèmi káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé ṣé ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kí n sọ ìbéèrè kan téèyàn kan tún béèrè nípa ọ̀rọ̀ bá ṣe máa gbára wa sílẹ̀ ṣé fẹ́ jẹ́ kí n throw ẹ̀ fún yín. Ẹlòmíì tún béèrè níbí báyìí o tó ní mò ń bọ̀ o ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ wábi tí ìbéèrè yẹn wà o bàbá Mogaji. Mo fẹ́ wá ní o màá dẹ̀ wá jáde fún yín sí yín o. Ẹni yẹn ìbéèrè yẹn ó dẹ̀ wọ̀ mí lákínyẹmí ara. Ó dàbẹ̀ ń pé òkè ló ṣì wà mo fẹ́ béèrè ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ because mi fẹ́ fi àwọn èèyàn wa bò ń bọ̀ o bàbá. Ṣá ẹni yẹn nǹkan tó ń try láti béèrè ó dàbẹ̀ ń pé mo ti ẹni yẹn ń try láti béèrè pé ṣé Afenifere ló máa lead wa to the promised land ni or not?
The question is, ẹni tó wọ́n máa lead wa àbẹ̀gbẹ́ tó wọ́n máa lead wa ó láti jẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ tó ń ṣòótọ́, ẹgbẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ inú ẹgbẹ́ yẹn wọ́n ti fi ara wọn sin fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí sì ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n fi gbá kan bọ̀ kan nú. Ẹgbẹ́ àbẹ́ àwọn èèyàn tó bá máa ṣe wọ́n lè ṣiṣẹ́ bí bàbá Awolowo, wọ́n dàbí ẹni tó dàbí Jésù àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Jésù òun ló tí pé gbogbo èèyàn ń sìn lónìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣùgbọ́n kò gba táìtì o, kò gba táìtì o. Àwọn ọmọ àpọ́sù wọn ò gba táìtì o. Àwọn ẹlòmíì ni wọ́n ń gba táìtì lónìí. Jésù ò gba táìtì. Èmi ò sì rò pé ó yẹ ká ní nǹkan tí ì ṣe ọmọ ilé Léfì kò gba táìtì. Jésù sì ṣe ọmọ ilé Léfì kò gba táìtì. Tí mo mọ̀rọ̀ rọ̀ dé pé Jésù fi ara ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ láti jìyà. Ẹni tó bá máa sin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá á jìyà díẹ̀ o. Á jìyà díẹ̀. Bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ tá a pariwo lónìí wọ́n máa lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n 3.5 years.
Correct.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Bàbá Adébánjọ máa lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n lórí the same thing tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n fún. So bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì àwọn náà lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Àwọn náà ayé kò tọ́nà lọ sẹ́wọ̀n.
Ọ̀nà ẹ̀wọ̀n. So ẹni tó bá máa gbà wálẹ̀ tó máa mú adélẹ̀ lérí kì í ṣe àwọn tó máa tí ọ̀rọ̀ kékeré kan ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti fẹ́ régé o tí wọ́n ti fẹsẹ̀ fẹ́ o. Ẹni tó bá máa dúró á lè sọ̀rọ̀ bí bàbá Adébánjọ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀. Ká ní Buhari is the #1 enemy of Nigeria. Àbí wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n ní tí Tinubu tí ìbáṣọ máa lè padà sílé. Ìwọ ló kó wa lọ bá Buhari kó wa jáde.
Bàbá Mogaji, mo fẹ́ fi owó àti ọmọ mo fi dín yín lẹ́nu bí tẹ gbédé yẹn. Ṣé ẹ dẹ̀ lérò pé bí bàbá wa Pa Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀, ṣé ẹ dẹ̀ wá lérò pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni tẹ dárúkọ yẹn ṣé ó lè ronú pìwàdà?
Mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ balẹ̀ kan wípé ó máa ṣe bí prodigal son ni, á ṣe bí ọmọ onínàkúnà ni. Tó bá ṣe yẹ tẹ ní sùúrù ò gbọ́ mi dáadáa, tó bá ṣe yẹ yóò ní pé ká gba ẹ̀bẹ̀ o.
Àgbọ́yé.
Sí Chris ọmọ mèrílẹ̀ lè gbálẹ̀.
Internet
àtọ̀dọ̀ wọn ni wọ́n máa tún padà wọlé. Àtọ̀rọ̀ gáfárà connection yẹn látọ̀dọ̀ wọn ni because wọ́n ti wà pẹ̀lú wa a long time so.
We only have 10 minutes.
Padà wá kó ní tèmi ti ṣe sọ́run rẹ jẹ́ bàbá ọmọ nínàkúnà kò pọn dandan kí n gba ẹ̀bẹ̀ rẹ o ṣùgbọ́n kó tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ṣe bí ọmọ nínàkúnà náà kárí. Mo tó rí question tó fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pé ṣé bàbá Adébánjọ máa padà wá sọ pé òun fẹ́ support Tinubu. Ajẹ́pẹ́ ẹ̀mọ́ bàbá Adébánjọ.
Ibi tẹ́mi gangan ń bọ̀ gan-an láìṣẹ̀ wá dé.
Ò bá ti lọ ọ̀nà sàn láàrin.
Ibi tẹ́mi gangan fẹ́ lọ nìyẹn pé ṣé ní 2023 because mo ti ń gbọ́ létí wípé bàbá sọ pé kò ní sí election ní Oòduà land ní 2023 ṣé òótọ́ nìyẹn àbírọ́ ni?
Nǹkan tí bàbá sọ ní pé kò ní sí election rárá.
Ṣé bàbá Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ confirm ẹ̀?
Bàbá Adébánjọ sọ kì í ṣe tó bá Google ẹ̀ wàá bá ń bẹ̀ kì í ṣe mi mo sọ.
Ok.
Tí bàbá ń sọ bàbá sì sọ ní sùúrù. Bàbá has just given us his what I will call his testament. I don't want to call it his last testament. Bàbá ṣe press conference. Go and Google it. Bàbá lè sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n lè ṣe interview. Bọ̀ǹkan tó mú bàbá tó fi pe world press conference.
Pé kò sí election ní Oòduà land.
Ipe there must even be a government of national unity. Government yìí kọ́. Kì í ṣe this government. There must be a government that all nationalities should come together and insist on a government of national unity. Kí Buhari máa gbé rẹ̀ lọ. Káwá ṣe wá ṣe constitution míì. Or rather, ká ṣe wá jókòó káwá negotiate bóyá a sì fẹ́ máa bá Nàìjíríà lọ àbá Nàìjíríà lọ.
Bàbá Mogaji, kí ló wá ń ṣe àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó dẹ̀ wá àtàkì bàbá Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ? Kí ni nǹkan tó wà lágbárí wọn? Bàbá yìí sọ pé.
Kí ló dé tó fi àtàkì Jésù? Ní sùúrù ìwọ gan-an ó dàbẹ̀ ní pé o kàn fẹ́ troubleshoot ni o máa ń sà. Nígbà tí wọ́n láyé Jésù wọ́n gbé Bárábà sílẹ̀, olè ní Bárábà, olè apààyàn ní Bárábà.
Yes.
Wọ́n gbélẹ̀ wọ́n lè gbé Jésù lẹ̀. Jésù máa gbọ́ Jésù lajú afọ́jú ó jí
òkú dìde. Yes.
Ó ṣe gbogbo iṣẹ́ téèyàn lè ṣe, iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣe rí. Wọ́n tún ní ó dáa o Pọ́ńtù Pílátù wá ní èwo ni kí n yọ̀ǹda fún yín nínú méjèèjì, Jésù rèé o, èèyàn dáadáa ni ó ti jí òkú yóò ti lajú abọ́jú yín arọ́ ti rè adití ti gbọ́ràn, ó ti jí Lásárù o, ṣé kí n yọ̀ǹda rẹ̀ àbí apààyàn yìí? Wọ́n ní
apààyàn làwọn fẹ́,
apààyàn yìí ni.
torí yọ̀ǹda.
Yorùbá will always choose Bàrábà. Yorùbá will always choose Bàrábà. Láyé Awólọ́wọ̀ yìí wọ́n choose Bàrábà ni. Wọ́n àjọ tó wá ní choose. Look, ó dùn mí bá sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀. Bàbá ṣe letterhead. Bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ó máa tọ́kọ síbẹ̀. Èébú dọ́là.
Èébú dọ́là.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ní letterhead bàbá, personal letterhead bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. Wọ́n kọ síbẹ̀ pé èébú dọ́là. Pé wọ́n ṣe ń bú àwọn sí i ni ọlá àwọn ń ga sí i. Lórúkọ àwọn ò ní parẹ́. So ẹni tó bá wù kó máa bú bàbá Adébánjọ. Èmi bàbá àwọn náà ní ṣé bàbá tí wọ́n ti pé 93.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá bring bàbá Mogaji. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín. And láti bring streaming to an end. Ẹ̀yin lẹ facilitate gbogbo everything. Mo pè yín ẹ̀dẹ̀ jẹ́ mi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ mi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ayé mama jẹ́ yín o. Ilẹ̀ máa tùbà fún yín o. Ilẹ̀ máa tùbà fún gbogbo wa o. Ilẹ̀ máa tùbà fún yín, ilẹ̀ máa tùbà fún yín.
Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ṣe dáadáa sílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé inú kan kọ̀ọ̀kan ló fi ń bá Yorùbá lò, tó ń fi ara ẹ̀ ṣe sacrifice lójoojúmọ́ pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá lè dáa.
Èmi àti àìtí ìsùn dáadáa láti bí 3 days ago now.
Súnkẹ́ mo tún ní meeting mi láàárọ̀ ọ̀la.
Ẹ ṣeun gan ni bàbá Mogaji.
Nínú ọ̀bá tán láṣọ ìjẹ́ ìtàn lè kan náà.
Ẹ ṣeun gan ni gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè náà. Ó wọ̀ mí ní akínyẹmí ara. Ó wọ̀ mí gan lákínyẹmí ara. Mo dẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ní ìfẹ́ ọmọ ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè, mo ti rí wípé òótọ́ ẹni special ìfẹ́ sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá land. Bàbá Mogaji, my heart's off to you. My heart's off to you. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe, ẹni tí ò bá ní ìfẹ́ ilẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ àti ilẹ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ ògbólógbò káàárọ̀, you have proved it beyond any reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
I can never in my life doubt your capability. I will never question your authority. You are more versatile. I respect your intellect. I will never question your intellect. You've brought a different light to this entire whole agitation. And I want to seize the opportunity to thank you, to thank Sister Tokunbo for coming.
Ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ pé wọ́n ní sister tèmi ni o.
Kò ṣe yín nìkan o. Kò ṣe tẹ̀yin nìkan o.
Lẹ́yìn tí lọ kẹ́nẹ́. Ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ tí mo dúpọ̀ sí Ìkẹ́nẹ́ library.
Ẹ má wọrí, ẹ ń bọ̀ wá jẹ point and kill fish. Ó sì ń dúró dè yín ní London.
Bàbá Mogaji.
Ẹ mọ iye ayabase tí wọ́n ti ṣèdè bí tí.
Bàbá ẹ má jẹ́ ká dárúkọ àwọn politician tó yẹ pé àmọ́ bí tó ti ń supply wọn ní àyàmáṣe ẹ jẹ́ àdé pamọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay, let me just
okay, Mama hand over vote of thanks to my amiable chairman, the man I respected so much. To jẹ́ pé bá ṣe stream yìí Bàbá Mogaji àti ń bára wa jà, but you couldn't see it.
Ẹ má tí ìparí ẹ̀ kí n tó dé o.
Okay.
So vote of thanks from the chairman, please.
Ja. Orí tẹ bá ti parí ẹ̀ o ní ẹja tútù mi fresh fish mi lè má pè.
nǹkan tó kàn wá ń bẹ̀ ni pé a máa wá sọ pé eye tí bàbá wa àwọn Awólọ́wọ̀ tó sọ pé eye tá a gbúdọ̀ jẹ tá a bá wá jẹ kọjá ẹ̀ ṣe rí àgbè lọ bá bàbá pé tọ̀ àwọn bàbá Mogaji wọ́n ti ní pé káàkiri jẹ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ a wà á sán. Now let me thank each every one of us.
Yes.
First of all, from everyone that are on this program today.
Yes.
To you, Frambelo, thank you so much.
Alala ìjà ìfẹ́
No.
ìjà ìfẹ́ lèmi àti ẹ máa ń jà.
I need to make it clear to
ìjà ìfẹ́
everyone.
ni.
And it is very important. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi mo fẹ́ pé kẹ́ gbọ́ kínní, and quite a number of people who are listening to us. Tọ́mọ ìyá méjì tó bá wọnú ilé tí wọ́n bá tójú wọn bá
rẹ́rìn jáde.
Wọ́n sọ tọrọ rárá fún wọn.
Yes.
So Baba Frambelo has always been, from the media point of view, let me put it out the way it is, yeah? But from the organization point of view, yeah, I am finding a way to say, I don't want it out, I want a solution out. So it's very simple. So for whoever that is, of course you will see more.
Let me tell you something about that solution again.
Yeah.
In 1979, Papa Awolowo ni there will be free education in all UPN states.
Yes.
Àwọn MP any free education was possible. But
yes.
Àti Shagari wá ṣe debate. Shagari ni, where are you going to get the money? Papa Awolowo ni, I have done my own work. It is only going to cost 9 million naira.
Yes.
Shagari ni, where are you going to get the 9 million? Only okay, màá sọ fún ẹ. Gbogbo tí tẹ́ mú káàkiri gbogbo offices ní state báyìí ní federal gbogbo ẹ̀ báyìí. It's over 3 million naira. Bàbá lòun ti ṣe. Wọ́n ní gbogbo newspaper ten ká ní gbogbo offices. Ó ní over 3 million naira. Ó ní 6 million ni mo ti sọ fún ẹ yẹn. Ó ní ìwọ gangan tó béèrè question yẹn ó ṣe ronú kó lọ́wọ́ ibi tí wà ti rí 3 million kún. So, ẹ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ solution. A máa sọ báyìí àbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ló ń sọ fọ́mọlúwàbí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, exactly.
I have done what Awolowo did to Shagari. I have given clues.
Exactly. It can only be clues.
A máa lọ pẹ̀lú àwọn kan ní. There must be no solution. Mo dẹ̀ sọ mo ní meeting tá a ṣe yẹn. Káyọ̀dé Mọ̀lá, I don't know whether he's here.
He's not here. I'm not sure.
I said it. And Akogun Toladeni said is right. He said we cannot leave Nigeria unless and except there is dissolution.
Exactly.
We would convince all the governors. Once referendum, when the governor would let me see they're convinced. Olele kan tó súnmọ́ yín tí mi gbọ́dọ̀ sọ fún yín kan tó sọ fún mi pa yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ máa dárúkọ àwọn gómìnà wọn láyé àti ṣe. Tẹ́wọ́ pé ìdáwọ́ yẹn lè fẹ́ máa lọ pa fáwọn Yorùbá. Agbára wo ló fẹ́ ní?
It's not possible.
If it does anything that is not in the constitution, no. Some might declare state of emergency lọ́la.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n ní sọ ẹ má parọ́ fún Yorùbá. Káyọ̀dé Mọ̀lá was there. Olóòpè meeting, olóòpè busy meeting.
The same meeting tell Sonya, sir.
So, ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́nìkan pajá lọ́bọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Mi mọ̀rọ̀ lọ nìyẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. So now, Egomi, we will have to reconvene. This is just the beginning of this meeting. Okay, am I reconvene? Oh. Am I reconvene? You know too much, yeah. Sherry, to everyone that are listening to us, yeah. Ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ wa dé dúró lénìí ní agbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Kò sí bó ṣe máa burú. Comas a solution. We will find a solution to our problem. And especially to we in the diaspora, I want you to understand this. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà ń bára wa jà ń ṣe pé kinní kan ìjà fẹ́ náà ni. But tá a bá tó sílẹ̀.
Abacha ṣèjọlé tí Buhari ń ṣe yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Nígbà tó kúrò ń bẹ̀, ẹ̀bẹ̀ kan náà ń bẹ̀ wá ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, of course.
So ẹ má rò pé nítorí pé tó wà ń bẹ̀ yìí ó ń ṣe agídí, ó ń ṣe bákan, wípé àní rọ́nà lọ. Yorùbá máa rọ́nà lọ.
A máa rọ́nà lọ, definitely.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Definitely.
As long as táwa kan bá sì sọ pé àní gbàbọ̀dè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Táwa kan bá sì dúró lórí òótọ́. Òótọ́ ló máa lékè. Mi ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ó dàárọ̀ o.
Ẹ ṣeun.
Ẹ ṣeun bàbá.
Ẹ ṣe o.
Now, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o bàbá for coming, yeah? A dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún message lórí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re tẹ́ wá tún jẹ́ kí gbogbo ayé kan gbọ́. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún ètò bí a ṣe máa jáde kúrò nínú oko ẹrú tá a wà yìí. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún pé the hope is not lost, yeah? We in fact in the right path. Baba Adebanjo ti jáde wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀. In fact, we were in the same meeting 2 days ago. Nínú àgbà ọkùnrin tán lẹ̀. Kí ni bàbá sọ?
Àgbà kò ní tán ní Oduduwa.
There will be no election in Yoruba land. Only look, it is up to you guys. Bẹ́ẹ̀ pè mí lọ́la, I will come out and I say, look, this fraudulent constitution until it is rectified before we can get into any election. Kò tún sí bí a tún ṣe fẹ́ kí bàbá yẹn tún ṣe sọ ju bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ. Now, then, for people who are watching, yeah, Emi àti Baba Bello, you know, you always has to understand that this man, yeah, as long as he's in organization, but he's also a media man, he process information, he just want the information to come out, yeah. But at the same time, you have to.
Let me shock Rambelo. What do you request to start long? Yeah. Even Awolowo declared free education. The first Oba to oppose the Deji of Akure.
Yes, Otoni, you are right. I know. I read about that.
No,
it is true. It is true.
Had to travel all the way to Akure.
Yeah, it is true.
To go and hold court with the Deji.
No, it is true. Yeah, I know. He's right.
Ìtorí ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni tó máa kọjá máìlì kan sí ilé ẹ̀.
Ìtorí ẹ̀ ni mo
ẹ̀kọ́ la fẹ́ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa nítorí ọjọ́ iwájú because tá a bá kọ́ wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n máa sọ wọ́n di ẹrú ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ìtorí ẹ̀ ni
méjì tó gbà.
Yeah. Ìtorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe béèrè question yẹn pé relationship bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ àtàwọn ọba wa ṣe ti rí ọjọ́ kan a máa mú ṣe rí topic tá a sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lénìí akàn èrèfé orí ẹ̀ ni a ṣì máa take just one of them.
Ẹ lọ ra ìwé Awólọ́wọ̀ ìró 16 bó tiẹ̀ ṣe mẹ́rin lẹ kà ń bẹ̀.
A máa kà ẹ́ máa wọlé.
Ẹ má fi gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ social media.
Ẹ máa wọlé.
Ẹ ta Awólọ́wọ̀'s books.
Bàbá Mogaji.
Ẹ má gbàgbé kiri kan. When Awolowo wrote those books, believe me, kò sí Google.
Yeah.
Kò sí any reference point. Orí ni bàbá ní gbogbo ẹ ti jáde wá.
Yes.
Ọpọlọ bàbá ni.
Yes.
Ó yàtọ̀ sí nísìn, bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan fẹ́ kọ PhD thesis nísìn, ìdajì ẹ̀ Google ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Láyé bàbá kò sí Google, bàbá wrote 16 books and 19 pamphlets.
Àbọ̀ kò sí Google nígbà tó ń
lọ. Azikiwe, ìwé kan péré ló kọ. In fact, my Odyssey yẹn wọ́n bá kọ́ ni my Odyssey wọ́n bá kọ́ ni but the only way ìwé tó kọ lórí civil war has 17 pages nínú ẹ̀ 9 nínú 17 yẹn photograph ni kò dẹ̀ sí ìwé tí bàbá kọ tó wà less than 120 pages láti orí bàbá wa.
Ẹ má bínú because àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn sọ pé bóyá mò ń try láti cut ti bàbá no because I'm only trying to.
Àwọn young complain the chairman was trying to cut you off.
No, I'm not.
From not because they are fascinated with many of the things you are saying, and that TJ was cutting you off, Baba Mogaji.
Yeah, but I am saying that because of time.
Now I got a comment from Bukola Odufadeni Olusonya, who is watching the stream from the west coast of America in California. Only yes, please, engineer should stop cutting Baba Mogaji off. He's touching light on stuff we don't know
Yes, of course. And at the same time, what I'm saying is,
I told you.
Yeah, wait.
That these people are so mean.
Yes, I know. But what I'm saying is that gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kọ́ la lè sọ lórí social media.
But one thing gbádùn nǹkan tí Baba Mogaji ń sọ lọ.
Yes, but we need to also understand time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Well, ever worry. When I come over, I'm also Yoku.
Benny.
As you want to enter ẹja tútù.
Èyí tó tún jẹ ẹja tútù lọ Baba Mogaji.
Èmi ẹjẹ lè tó jẹ ẹja tútù ẹni wá kò gbó síbi lápò.
But at the same time, ẹ ti mọ̀ pé bàbá fẹ́ sọ ẹ máa fẹ́ ṣe mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yẹ àti bàbá wa Bello ẹ fẹ́ máa fọ́ gbogbo fọ́gbà yànga. No. Like I said, look, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ máa gbọ́, but we need to talk more on the solution. So I understand that, but that solution is more paramount to me than yes.
Baba Mogaji,
I will arrange for you to have JK Agbaje because I think it's important.
Yes, it is very important. So yeah,
I think it's important.
Yeah.
Yes, ẹ bá wa wo kíni bàbá tí mo carefully map out.
Yeah.
And then we will bring the stream to an end.
I will arrange for you to have one or two other people that can speak truth to power.
Yes.
And whatever happens, we are eagerly and earnestly waiting for what will happen on Tuesday to one of our leaders.
Yep.
Yes.
So
I think it's
the phrase. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pray kíni bàbá tí mo ti make up. Mock up here.
So turn back padà dé.
Yeah.
That is the flair we're putting into this.
Yeah.
Àwọn èèyàn máa agree, wọ́n máa disagree, wọ́n máa rí bàbá bẹ́mi àti ń ṣe máa jọ. You understand? Yeah. And it is normal. You don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you all in everything. Yeah. But the truth is, yes, we will bring quite a number of people into this program going forward, and then we see how it goes. Yes.
I'm trying to actually bring this in.
Baba Mogaji sorrow.
Hang on, I might have to stop streaming this.
Okay.
And just bring this in.
Yeah, okay. Because of time.
Yeah, because of time. Let me. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me bring it in from here.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring the camera back in. Okay, that camera is back in, and because I need to play this particular clip for people to enjoy on a restream, basically.
Yeah.
Restream. Let's do this. Let me bring the video back in this way. I want you guys to please enjoy the.
Is that the one you work on? Is it the legacy of?
The legacy
it's
of
very important.
Awolowo. I want people to. It is here. Video clips, and I think this one.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, now this is it. Guys, thank you so much for coming to watch the stream. I think there's been an interference between Zoom and OBS and the studio. So, but thank you all for coming to watch this mother of all streams. I gathered a lot of people tried as much as possible, and it's been streamed. Chairman.
Well, thank you very much, all. It's just the beginning, yeah. I just want to tell you that just be looking forward to more of it. We will come up with quite a number of programs. Àwọn ọba wa, àwọn ìjòyè wa, wọ́n ti wà online that will come, and not only that, even the politicians. We have to listen to everybody. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Leadership, and the whole idea we have to put a stop to it. On behalf of Yoruba World Congress and Baba Bello.
Yeah, thank you. I'm humbled.
I love you so much.
Always at your service. At the whole world.
And our Afenifere mother group, Yoruba Unity Forum, we thank you so much. And we want to thank all the Yoruba World Congress, Yoruba Nation now.
All the media organizations.
And all the media organizations and
yes.
our management team.
Yes. Let me specifically mention this because I won't be too shy to mention this.
Yeah.
Because David Hamilton
yeah.
was on the phone to me,
yeah.
and he was very, very much particular about the show.
Wow.
And I think it got to a situation whereby I walked my brains out and I said, David, I need to sleep because I've got a long day ahead of me the next tomorrow.
David Hamilton is your buddy. You know that.
Yeah, so
you guys are twins.
So David Hamilton was really up to this task,
yeah.
and I'm not too sure if the others picked them up, but I wasn't really watching what's going on from the
quite a number of people.
Area.
The one I saw, yeah, from David Hamilton, yeah. Even Oduduwa Radio TV also.
I saw Citizen AY
as well.
But I never sent the invitation.
It's done well.
Out.
It's done well.
Yes.
So kudos to you.
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I am an easygoing person. Where truth is, TJ, you know.
Oh yeah.
I will speak the truth.
Yeah.
I saw Ayogudimu Citizen AY. I couldn't crucify him. At the end of the day, he's a Yoruba man. Whether we like it or not, we all have to work together.
No. Yeah, look.
Now,
Ogundimu has done fantastically well. He's done, remember from Yoruba Diaspora League.
Yeah, which I founded.
Which you founded.
And I handed over to him and
Adekunle
Oluwalana.
So this Yoruba Diaspora League is what, partnership with Oduduwa Action Group that gave back to
Yoruba World Congress. Yes.
So many people don't understand.
That's right. That's right.
He has done his own bit.
I won't. Sometimes I speak truth to Ayo Ogudimu. Yes. Kudos to every one of you that turned up. This is the mother of all streams. There is a lot more coming. If you feel you belong to this
Sly Shongo.
Yes.
He also
Silvanos. Thank you.
Amotekun.
I did not. Yes, Amotekun was in touch with you.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
And he has been,
you will acknowledge them because I shut myself down away from a lot of people that you know.
Yeah.
But the likes of Akogun, David Hamilton, I cannot fault.
I thought you said this guy from Ireland.
Go. No. Mayegun from Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayegun actually, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell if Mayegun was in or not.
So just in case,
but
if
Mayegun promised and replied me that he will be joining us.
So, but just in case, because we've not been able to check people who
yes,
are, so
yes.
just in case.
So Mayegun, you did reply to me because I sent you that invite onto the Zoom, and you replied me instantly to say you will be there.
So he might have been there because we've not been able to check people.
Yes,
so
because I was
all we can say that everyone, if we didn't call your name, please don't take it.
Don't take it as being offensive or anything, but those that were in contact with me, Mayegun was in contact with me. And I'm not going to lie. And one thing I won't do is lie. Mayegun was in contact, David Hamilton was in contact, and those that were in contact with me, I gave credits to them. Mayegun, hats off. Akogun, David Hamilton, voice 234, hats off. Chairman, please close the stream.
No, so thank you very much all. Like I said, it's all about to, find a solution to get to that promised land. And that is what is paramount. So, it is all about how we can get the right mind. Tashima Soro, or just put that aside. What is in front of us is greater.
Captain said, Captain said, yes, thank you.
So perfect. So we will make sure that, as you can see, Agbaje Jimmy is coming. The chieftain of Afenifere, they will be coming. The quite number of Awegbe Nile Yoruba, we've been talking to them. Of course, they will come. And don't expect that the whole strategy that we want to use or what we have that will be discussed, Lori. So if you're expecting that, please, no. But we will tell you that unity, yes, we will achieve it. Everybody will come on the round table. So on behalf of Yoruba World Congress, Yoruba Nation Now, in
Yoruba Nation Now movement,
and in collaboration with Afenifere, we thank you all. So thank you so much. And then meeting close.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Zoom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the newly formed Oduduwa Nation.